Hello, hello. We're gonna be playing Beacon Pines tonight. Trying to see if we can finish the story. Let me just get things a little bit more in order on my side. Okay. We'll quiet down this. We don't need the background music anymore. What a great place to end it, too. Alright. Let's get back into Beacon Pines. This time I'm gonna leave the volume up just a little bit, because when I was rewatching it last time, it was really quiet. I didn't know it was so quiet for you guys. I felt bad. But looks like it's jumping us straight back into the last plotline we played.
Luca's hand began to cramp. His voice began to crack.
Kerr, just let go! We're jumping straight back into it. I want to see B. Where's my mouse? Is it not gonna let me do mouse? Okay, looks like it didn't save the last time. So we're just gonna resume. No can do. If you want to save your friend, you'll have to save me too. Is that a little too loud? That might be a little too loud. Let's go, like, maybe 45. That seems good. Luca, look at me. It's okay.
Luca felt Iggy loosen his grasp.
You aren't gonna kill your friend like that, are you?
Every muscle in Luca's body burned.
I'm not his friend. Yes, you are. Nah, I'm just a no-good bully. Like you, Kerr. Iggy, no.
Luca felt his hand slipping.
And I told you what you need to do with bullies. I can't. It's your only way out of this mess. Two birds with one stone. It makes sense for us to fall together. I'm gonna dismiss this ad because it's so early. It's too early for one. Wackdoos travel in packs. You cut the dust skull. Luca, let me do this.
Iggy's voice was colder than the bitter air billowing from the chasm.
Let me do this thing for once. So, I'm gonna choose the same thing we chose last time. This is just gonna be like a recap of what we did last week. And we're gonna refuse.
Luca had no choice but to refuse Iggy's request. He tightened his grip and reached for the walkie-talkie in his pocket. A wild delight crept onto Mr. Kerr's face. That's a good lad. Now, radio for help. Iggy begged Luca with his eyes one last time, but Luca pressed the button and called out.
Thank you for keeping you out of ad jail. No problem.
Kerr is in danger. It wasn't long
just for this first one.
Mr. Kerr sighed with relieved frustration. There you are. You really are a worthless lot, aren't you? Mirror, now. A clipboard dutifully produced an ornate ivory hand mirror, and Mr. Kerr began preening his tousled hair. Ah, that's better. Mr. Van Horn, I applaud your sharp thinking under duress. I'll put in a good word for you with the founder. Take them away. A swarm of hands overpowered Luca. The last thing he saw before a cloth bag was pulled over his head was the defeated look on Iggy's face. The end. I think this was one of those times where doing the right thing was the wrong thing.
Okay. So, we'll do it the same way we did last weekend, where every time there is an ad break that I notice, I will pause. That way nobody misses anything. This was your little recap of where we were in the story. I could do this area again and say accept, but I feel like that's going to make the tree go even taller. And I would really like to go see... We can do this one and say make a break for it. What the hell? The ad came back so fast. All right, welcome back from the ad break. Blitz, you choose. Are we gonna make a break for it? This would take us all the way back to I think the plot line with the cat. Or should we just do this one again and say accept and let Iggy fall down the hole? I want to know what the audience wants to see. Feel Guda says break. Okay. Blitz, any objections? Are you still here? I'll give him like a couple seconds, and if he doesn't respond, then we'll get going. Break? Okay. Consensus is break. We're going back. We're getting out of this plot line, going back to the last one. All the way back to when we were at what was her name? Beck. We're at Beck's house. It's about to rain. We just had dinner with both of her moms. And we're going to say that the sky is breaking, which means the clouds are going away.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to break, revealing patches of star-filled summer night. Moonlight filtered down, shimmering in the treetops.
Sure, you can meet Rolo. You're not going home? No, I promised Rolo I'd tell him about...
Luca stopped himself mid-sentence.
Promised him you'd tell him what? Spit it out, bub. We're thick as thieves now. If there's a juicy secret, you've got to tell me. Okay. You can come to the treehouse and I'll tell you both what happened. Heck yeah. All right.
Luca saw Beck skulking by the gate.
So you're telling me there's nothing mysterious or creepy about this place? It's mostly boring and empty. I refuse to believe that. Big spiked gate, looming mansion, rich reclusive owners. It even smells shady.
Beck grabbed the wrought iron bars and shook the gate.
Mark my words, you decadent nightmare house. You will reveal your secrets to me? Oh. What did you do? First of all, I told you so. Second, hide. That's Eris Valentine. Who's she talking to? Shh. I expect you to return that suit in working order. Of course. As long as everything proceeds as planned, there's nothing to worry about. The only thing I'm worried about is what's rightfully mine. If that means making some unsavory alliances, so be it. I couldn't agree more. There comes a time to suspect hostilities. Suspend. I'll deal with our common threat. Now this is what I'm talking about.
Beck's voice was an excited whisper.
Proper shady stuff. Someone in a suit like that tried to grab me yesterday. Seriously? Shh. You do understand that when this all inevitably fails, I will deny everything? I wouldn't expect any less of you. You just worry about your part in this and let me handle the rest. I can't wait to see the look on that Rube Care's face. Yes, the truth will come to light. I'm still surprised you're so comfortable with the potential collateral damage. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that change is painful. Wow, I was expecting shady. But that's just flat out supervillain talk. If you don't mind me asking, why? Why are you doing all of this?
The mysterious figure retracted their mask, hair pushing out from all corners.
It's Grandma! It's Grandma! Family. Family. Oh no, it's Grandma!
A chill ran down Luca's spine. His vision blurred. Beck stifled a sharp wince, and Luca looked down to see himself wrenching her hand.
An answer I can certainly respect.
Gran tousled her hair back under the face mask.
Just remember, keep everything nice and normal until the festival. I don't need lessons in rousing suspicion.
Gran gave Eris a curt nod and disappeared into the night.
Bro, do you know what this means? That means that first time we died, that might have been like Grandma who killed us. What the fuck?
Chapter 5. What big ears you have.
Oh.
Lucas sat shivering in the bushes, staring at his feet. After checking to make sure the coast was clear, Beck gave him a gentle tug on his sweater.
What's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. Why are you so scared of the old lady in the hazmat suit? That was my gran. That was your gran? Yeah. Okay, well, I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for all of this. Let's just get to the treehouse and figure things out here. Lead the way. Why are you trying to shout me out on my own channel? Also, exclamation point. Also, I added a new bot for that. Oh my gosh, like, Neon Gothic is totally a spooktacular streamer. This ghoul friend is like super into scary games and chill vibes. She's all about that afterlife, you know, from ghost hunting to story time. It's like never a dull moment in her graveyard. And like, can we talk about those art sessions? Total fangirl moment. Oh no. You've triggered it. For the last time, there's nothing to worry about. Of course we're not worried. Oh god, you want me to read that too? Oh my gosh, like totally check out Annie's stream. She's this super cute dino gremlin VTuber from Hawaii, baking up a storm and dishing out psychology wisdom. When she's not just chatting and vibing, she's totally gaming it up. It's an 18 plus channel, so like for sure bring your adulting skills. Don't be a basic streamer, be a Velasa bunny. Yes, it is. There's no way I'm doing this all on my own. You gonna make me do this one too? Oh my gosh, like technically not a cannibal is totally not a cannibal. They're like super supportive and think everyone is amazing, but like they also play Magic the Gathering and might not be like the best at it. It's like totally okay though. We still love them. They're like totally awesome no matter what. Do you like my Valley Girl accent? Anyways, back to the game. Away from that. Stop shouting out people. Of course, we're not worried.
The clipboard finished writing with a scratchy flourish and looked up.
Just doing our I's and dotting our I's and crossing our T's. Well, maybe try your P's and Q's.
Mr. Nuncreed, arms crossed over his paunch, gave an exhausted sigh.
If there's anything you need knowing, you'll know it. Absolutely. If you just sign here, acknowledging everything is accurate. Your Valley Girl is top tier, not gonna lie. Thank you so much. We'll be out of your hair in a flash. Oh, for the love of...
He snatched the pad and scribbled his name so hard the pen nearly snapped.
She learned it from 90210. No, I didn't. There. And you would like my eternal soul as well?
The clipboards looked at each other for a moment, almost pondering the possibility, then broke into laughter as they walked away.
The founding of Beverly Hills? No. Oh no, we gotta walk past this guy. Don't be suspicious. Don't be... What if we talk to him? Hi, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca, let me give you some advice. The next time someone you don't know asks to hear your thoughts, give them a good hard bop right in the kisser. Oh, Gran tells me to just keep away from the clipboards. That's good, that's good. Your Gran is a smart lady, Luca. Speaking of which, you better run along home now. Too dark out to be wandering on your own. Yes, sir. By the way, how is the volume this time? I know last time I played this game, it was a little quiet. The answers you seek will be revealed to you in due time. The question is, the figure intoned, are you prepared to live with the truth? Another day, another dollar. See you tomorrow, Z. Have you noticed how all the perennial harvest folks order the same drink? Decaf cappuccino with extra foam? Why? I don't know. Just thought it's a little odd. Pretty weird for sure. Well, the customer's always right. See you bright and early tomorrow. I can't wait. And then they stand there for another half hour.
William Kerr and Gus Valentine proudly surveyed the half-covered festival banner.
It's all coming together quite nicely. Couldn't have done it without
The
you.
mayor gave a half-hearted shrug.
I'm not so sure about that. Nonsense. That reminds me, I wasn't able to thank your sister for her contributions. Yeah, she's been, indisposed of late. She doesn't much like me, does she? Oh no, that's not it at all. She's just been busy. Of course. Regardless, I would be forever grateful if you could pass my thanks on to her. The History Museum adds a real air of import to the whole affair. And we couldn't very well celebrate the story of Beacon Pines without including the Valentines. Busy with not liking you, exactly. My father was a great man. You're darn tootin' he was.
Kerr locked his arm on Gus's shoulder.
But I mean the entire Valentine family, present company included. Can I ask you something, Mr. Kerr? Call me William. Ask away. William, why are you doing all of this? Gosh, I never felt one needed a compelling reason to throw a party. Not just the festival. All of this. There's gotta be 100 down on their luck towns out there. Why is Perennial Harvest so invested in helping Beacon Pines? You know what I love most about the agriculture business? Seeds. Seeds? Yep, little bundles of potential. Hi, Insensato! Neon Fury.
With a glimmer in his eye, Kerr gestured grandly toward the horizon.
You treat a seed right, nurture it, feed it, and it can grow into something truly special. You see potential here? Undoubtedly! The seed of greatness is already under our feet. All it needs is a little nudge. And the right leadership, of course. Oh. Good night, Mayor Valentine. The beep boops of Kerr's character remind me a lot of one of the characters from Okami. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, the treehouse is just a little further on from here. So, what's your buddy Rolo like? Rolo? He's... Rolo. Not particularly helpful. Sorry, I've just never thought about it. Lots of energy. He's funny, even when he's not trying to be. Things have been tough for his family since the foul harvest. It's about damn time you tell me what this foul harvest thingy is. It's a kinda long story. Hit me with the highlights. Okay. There used to be a fertilizer company here called Valentine's. They were kind of the big deal. Ooh, big deal fertilizer. It was a big deal to us. Their stuff really worked. Farmers loved it. So Valentine's grew and grew. Beacon Pines pretty much grew around it. Most everyone in town either worked for Sharper Valentine or used his fertilizer. Things were good. I'm sensing a big but. Around 6 years ago, Sharper Valentine suddenly died. And something changed. Changed how? Could have been a bad batch. Maybe it was in the water, or air, or soil. Nobody knows. But all the crops died. And everyone blamed the Valentines. The foul harvest. Yeah. Valentine's fertilizer went out of business. Half the town lost their jobs. Sheesh. The next year, the crops came back, but something was different. You plant a crop, do everything right, and it's sort of a crapshoot what happens. And no one knows why? Nope. I take it Rolo's farm got the short end of the stick. Yep, for some reason their farm was hit harder than others. That sucks. Things have gotten better since Perennial Harvest came to town. The Beacon Pines Reborn Initiative? Yep, first thing they did was give the town a deep scrub. They even put us up in hotels, one town over for a week, while they decontaminated the groundwater. That's how they did it. Oh my goodness, that's how they did it. Remember? Okay, taking you back, let's go back to the tree, taking you back to this plot line where we had to, where this one, where we had to either save or kill Iggy, and we were in that snowy area, and you find out that that snowy area is the real Beacon Pines, and the Beacon Pines we've been living in all along is a duplicate. That's how they did it. That's how they got everybody to not notice it was a duplicate. They holed them up in a hotel for a week, made the duplicate, and then shipped them off to the second one and was like, here's your original town, and nobody was none the wiser. That's how they did it. Oh my goodness. Opening up the plot line little by little. We'd better get going. Okay, but before we get going, I want to see if I can fish some more. Is there anything else I can do with Papa? Nope. Seems that we have done all of it. Okay, goodbye, Papa. It's about time. I was about to give up and go home. Who's the new kid? Name's Beck. You must be Rolo. I see my reputation precedes me. Welcome to Mission Control.
Rolo waggled his head with pride.
You'll find we've spared no expense in construction. I've seen worse-looking piles of junk. Thanks. Hey, Luca, you know the security concerns we talked about? Yeah. While I was waiting, I made some improvements. Let me lock this baby down for a little test infiltration. Can't be too safe these days. Oh, he's gonna test the little gun, the harpoon. Pulls up the ladder. Oh, put the window up. Okay, so nobody can go in through the window. Okay. This has horn noises. Ah, target practice. He goes all out, doesn't he? Always. Lavish. Cute. Do I have to... What do I have to do? Wow, I'm bad at aiming. Ah. That's adorable. Where did you guys get all this junk in the first place? There's a guy in town named Jeff who trades us junk for snacks. Junk for junk. Junk food for junk. Nice. Up we go. So, pretty sweet security, right? It was imaginative, I'll give you that. Luca, are we sure we can trust the new recruit? I'll vouch for her. Thanks, I guess. Okay, Luca, you promised to fill me in about the Valentine warehouse.
Luca sucked in a long breath.
So like I said, there was someone there. What were they doing? I don't know, but the place was lit up and active. Maybe they were squatters? I don't think so. It seemed more organized. When the man pulled me in, I saw some sort of equipment running. A man pulled you in? Yeah, but I got away. You keep saying it was a man. They were wearing a mask, right? Yeah? Then it could have been a woman. How did you get away? I grabbed a rock or something and broke their mask. They let go and I ran. Dang. That's intense. No wonder you freaked out when you saw your grandma. Yeah, that's the other part. On our way here, Beck and I saw Eris Valentine meeting with Gran, wearing the same sort of hazmat suit.
Rolo let out a low whistle.
And they weren't there for idle chit-chat. It was a proper clandestine meetup. Clandestine. So let me get this straight. There's an operation in full swing at the Valentine warehouse. You were almost abducted by a strange man or woman in a protective suit. And then you saw your Gran in the same suit talking to Eris Valentine? Pretty much. I'm beginning to think this town is kinda awesome.
Rolo and Luca shot back a look.
No offense. And so we can logically conclude aliens or alien zombies have infiltrated the town. And their leader is your Gran, and she tried to murder you. First of all, and for the last time, there are no aliens. Second, it couldn't have been my Gran at the warehouse. I broke that person's mask to get away. The mask Gran was wearing wasn't damaged. But she's definitely hiding something. Maybe. Your Gran is weird, but she might be the most boring person in the universe. All she does is sit around all day making jam. What could she possibly have to hide? I don't know. We haven't talked much since you moved in. Moved in? Your Gran isn't from here? No, she came a few months back to take care of me after his mom went missing. Did you know your Gran before? Not really, no. It's been years since I'd seen her. How do you know it's your grandma? How do you know this isn't an imposter? Luca, don't take this the wrong way. But are we sure your Gran is on the up and up?
Luca gazed out the window.
I'm just saying. It sounds like strange stuff has been happening since she showed up. We could say the same thing about your family. But you're right. Luca, your Gran is hiding something. And Pa always says folks only bury stuff worth digging up. We need to investigate your house. If my Gran really is hiding something, don't you think I would have noticed by now? That's kind of the whole point of hiding something. I guess you're right. Gran's been leaving the house for hours at a time this week. I'll call you two tomorrow when the coast is clear, and we can start getting to the bottom of this. I'm always game for a good snoop. You can count me in. Alright, Scooby and the gang.
Chapter 6. Secret Lair. Summer forged ahead, but the nights only seemed to grow colder. Luca walked home slowly under the pale starlight, cautious to avoid any more surprises lurking in the shadows. Reaching home, he slipped quietly into bed.
Can you guys hear the fan of
half-dreaming
my
what they might
computer?
discover the next day.
I hope not. Ugh. What time is it? I'm coming! Rolo, what on earth is that? Hmm? That ridiculous thing on your head. Oh, this? It helps me think. You're gonna need a lot more of those. Joke all you want. We'll see who's laughing when I crack this case wide open. The coast is clear? Yep, whenever she's been up to this week, it's been keeping her busy most of the day. Very well. The game is afoot.
Luca and Beck rolled their eyes as Rollo strutted across the room.
If I were Gran, where would I hide my deepest, darkest secrets? Perhaps where you might least expect it.
Rollo flung open the cabinet with confidence.
Aha!
He coughed as a veil of dust hit his face.
I think it's safe to assume anything that dusty isn't what we're looking for. Or maybe that's what she wants you to think. Then again, any good detective knows not to trust their first hunch. First hunches are for suckers. Eureka! She's lit a fire in the order to burn the evidence. She keeps that fire going every day, Rollo. Drat, it may already be too late. Just think of the mounds of documents lost to ash. Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. Can we just think for a moment? Luca, is there anywhere your Gran doesn't want you to go? Yeah, the closet upstairs. So, maybe it stands to reason that we should check there first? No dice, it's locked. Well, well, well. Look who stands to reason now. And I have no idea where the key is. If it's really important, then she probably keeps it with her. Anywhere else? She has her berry bushes. Who has ever thought, I'm going to take this important thing and huck it in a bush? True. Anything else? Maybe something out of the ordinary? Well, she is always worried I'll break her fancy dishware in the kitchen. But it doesn't matter anyway, I can't reach the latch.
A look of realization crept onto Luca's face. All three kids snapped to glance at each other, then sprinted in turn toward the kitchen.
Run! Alright, Rollo. This is your time to shine. Yes. You've called upon my expert detective skills. And now I shall proceed with...
Before he could finish, Luca scrambled up Rollo's back.
Hey, this isn't my idea of detective work. Every squad needs a good lockpick. And every good lockpick needs a sturdy head to sit on. This is beneath my standing. Stop complaining and hold still. Got it!
The three crowded around the hutch to peer in. With the glass doors opened, a perfect porcelain display gleamed in front of them. Their eyes searched for anything amiss, but the only distinct feature was its impeccability.
Well, that was anticlimactic. Yeah, I don't really know what we were expecting. Like, oh hey, let me just yank on this random teacup and...
Pulled on one of the teacups. It slanted forward with a hollow click.
Oh,
The entire hutch began to rustle and slide under its own power.
oh. Seems like your Gran has been doing some remodeling. Dude, only two types of people have secret lairs. Evil masterminds and superheroes. So, which one do we think she is? We're about to find out. Okay, so more of an unhinged conspiracist vibe. Oh wow. Yeah, this cannot be good. We need to look around before jumping to conclusions.
Luca jostled each cabinet drawer in turn. Only one was unlocked. He fingered through the filing cabinet, pausing at a bulging folder labeled Walter. For a long moment, he just stared at it.
What do you got there? It's my dad. Looks like some of his old medical files. Your dad was a doctor?
Luca nodded and caressed the label with his thumb.
Well, are you gonna read it? Here, let me help.
Rollo swiped the folder from the drawer and began leafing through the pages. He whistled to himself, barely looking at the text.
How about you actually read some of it? One sec. Dense documents such as this are a lot like a cheeseburger. It's best to skip straight to the middle. That's where all the meaty bits live. Wow, I had no idea we were in the presence of a preeminent scholar in dense documents. And cheeseburgers. By all means, proceed.
He stopped at a page and mimed, holding up a monocle.
Here we are. Follow-up examination of Terence Wilby. Patient shows further signs of paleness and malaise. They use two big words. I don't understand. I need to get a dictionary. Body temperature continues to drop. He now describes soreness of muscles and joints. This is similar to the symptoms exhibited by Mrs. Wilby just a few days past. Malaise? Is it malaise? I'm learning today. Still waiting on lab results from Joseph.
Rolo looked up with heightened surprise.
See? Creepy. We don't pronounce it all the way like the French do? Huh. Yeah, that's kind of disturbing. Who's Joseph? That's Mr. Nuncreed's name. Wait.
Rolo's finger traced across the page.
There's more scribbled in the margins. Could it be contagious? Mr. Wilby claims the tap water at his home has been contaminated. Perhaps environmental? Lab results only raise more questions. It's like he came back to this report later and made those notes. So it might be related to something else.
Rolo scanned through several more pages.
Here, the writing looks shaky. I just couldn't help her. This disease, or whatever it is, progresses so fast. And with his wife passing, Terrence's condition follows close behind. Exacerbated by the loss. Enough is enough. I need to take matters into my own hands.
Luca, staring blankly at the cabinet this whole time, spoke softly.
What does it say next?
Rolo rustled the folder, trying to loose more pages.
That's where it ends. What? There has to be more.
Luca frantically shoved the remaining cabinet folders, trying to find another labeled Walter.
This brown thing is definitely a Valley girl. You mean, Rolo? The one in the hat? Luca, I think that's the only one. It's alphabetical, see? What did he mean enough is enough? How did he take matters into his own hands? The chocolate-covered caramel? Yeah. You're confusing me even further. Which animal are you talking about? This is bullshit.
Luca slammed the drawer shut.
Rolos are candies? Oh.
A spider web of string connected photos of people from the town, interspersed with hastily scrawled notes.
Well, she sure has kept herself busy. Is your gran a serial killer? 'Cause I'm starting to get a vibe. Don't be ridiculous. Whew, why did I yawn? Sure, she's just tracking the movements of everyone in town. Out of the kindness of her heart. She puts little symbols by some of them. Yeah, Mr. Nuncreed has a check mark. The clipboards are all inside a big circle. My mom's are both on here. Both with question marks. Gus Valentine has a question mark. Eris has a question mark that's been crossed out. Mr. Kerr has a bullseye. The killer has chosen her next victim. We don't know what that means. Whatever it means, it's probably not good. They're delicious. I think I've had a Rolo. Just not for a while. Can I... this? Oh! Grandma's been, working out down here, huh? Do you think I get an achievement for this if I just do this for a minute? I'm gonna take a drink break while, Luca gets a workout in. No achievement for this? Come on. Okay. What do we have here? Barrels marked caution, explosive. And jam jars? That's enough jam to feed the whole town. What kind of incendiary? What kind of incendiary jam is your gran making? Incendiary. She wouldn't have had me walk around town delivering bombs. Right? Only one way to find out.
Rollo casually spun open a lid and dipped his finger in the jam.
Huckleberries.
He smacked his lips.
And a hint of brown sugar. And ink? What?
Rollo plunged his hand in the jar, fishing out a soggy slip of paper.
Aha!
Rollo offered the slimy note to Luca and licked his fingers clean.
It's addressed to Mrs. Fratelli. A grand jam gram? It says, last night I used the disguise Eris provided to scout the location. The timing window should be possible. Operation Sparkplug is a go. Oh man, are they doing a heist? Whatever it is, it can't be good. So, more a bombshell than a bomb, am I right? You're new here, so I'll let it slide. But I'm the bad joke guy around here.
They crowded around a worn-down old map of Beacon Pines.
Cool, this looks like a treasure map. Not every old map is a treasure map, Rollo. Yeah, but every treasure map is an old map. Can't fault that logic. Look, there's even a pathway drawn on it. It starts at the entrance to the town. And if we follow it,
Rollo carefully traced the path with his finger.
it leads right to...
He jabbed down at the end point.
Town Square? That's the fountain in the middle of town. What a weird place to hide treasure. Rollo, that doesn't look like treasure to me. The end of the path on the map has the same symbol as those explosives over here. Oh, English. So it's not hiding treasure? A real bummer. Rollo, what's the thing you've been excited about for the past month? The festival. Well, did you just say gulp? This feels like a gulp kind of situation. Everyone will be gathered near the center of town. She's gonna blow up the festival! Not if we stop her. Oh no, Grandma's home. What was that?
Luca looked up from the map.
What was what? No, I heard it too. That was the front door. Which means someone just shut the door. Which means someone's upstairs. Shh, quiet. Hit the lights.
Beck flicked off the light, and they became statues in the dark. Overhead, creaking floorboards bent under slow, deliberate steps. The kids looked up, the tilt of their necks following each footfall. Then suddenly, it stopped. Without realizing, they'd been holding their breath. All three exhaled shakily and glanced at each other. A muffled male voice broke the silence. A final few footsteps reached the entrance above them, and the voice now echoed down the stairs.
Anyone down there?
The three kids shuffled to the corners without a peep. As he began to descend the stairs, the man's voice punctuated every new step. Thump.
Ooh. Yoo-hoo. I'm not here to hurt anyone. I'm just here to help. Just...
At the bottom step, the man paused, squinting to search the room for signs of life.
Huh? Guess it's nothing.
Rollo shifted suddenly. Luca gave him an intense, chastising look and whispered through clenched teeth.
Rollo, don't.
It was too late. Rollo was already inching toward the stairway. He screeched as he charged toward the shadowy figure.
Flaming chicken coop! Rollos are so yummy.
All his weight, Rollo tackled the man to the ground.
Rollo? Mysterious creepy man? Anyone there?
From the dark corner, they saw something move.
Well, I didn't know if I had it in me. But there was only one way to find out. Holy crap, Rollo, that was awesome. Wait, did you just kill that person?
Luca scrambled to the hunched figure on the ground. Pressing his fingers to the man's neck, he sighed with relief.
You sure clobbered him good, Rollo. He's knocked out cold.
As Beck flicked back on the light, Luca and Rollo both gasped in stereo.
Not surround sound? Mr. Tolliver?
Chapter 7. The Interrogation of Hiram Tolliver.
Huh.
Still unconscious, Mr. Tolliver slumped heavily in a shoddy old chair. His hands were bound with rope, his feet tied with some loose string. The kids huddled in a circle, discussing their plan. One thing was certain, they couldn't just let Mr. Tolliver go. They needed to know what he was doing in Luca's house. After some deliberation, it was decided.
They'd run the classic something. Good cop, chill cop, or good cop, hard cop? Chill. I feel like this is the wrong choice, so we're gonna go with chill cop.
They'd run the classic good cop, chill cop interrogation.
I'll handle this, just gotta play it cool.
Luca walked calmly to the light switch, flicking it off and on a few times. Mr. Tolliver shook his head, gathering his wits.
Golly, I sure got my bell rung.
He looked over to find Luca, who returned a calming grin.
Sorry, Mr. Tolliver. This was all a big mistake. Luca, what's going on here? Why do you have me strapped down? No one's fault, really. Rollo just got a little startled. Rollo's here?
Rollo and Beck emerged from hiding to give a timid wave.
Well, all right. Mistakes happen. You kids gave old Hiram a good scare. Let's just get me out of these ropes and call it even.
Luca glanced over to Rollo and Beck, who replied with skeptical looks.
Well, Mr. Tolliver, why are you in my grand's basement? I'm here to help, of course. Help with what? What's my gran up to? If you'll just cut me loose, I can show you. How do I know we can trust you?
Mr. Tolliver exhaled with disappointment.
Luca, have I ever done wrong by you? No. And since your gran moved to town, haven't I been nothing but welcoming? Yeah. So why would I turn my back on your family now? It's just, all this stuff seems pretty weird. A board with names of people from town, an archive of my dad's old disturbing patient notes,
Luca gestured to the corner.
barrels of explosives. I can explain everything. You just need to untie me. You kids deserve an explanation.
Luca looked again to Rollo and Beck. This time they shrugged. Luca began to slowly loosen the bindings. Mr. Tolliver gently rubbed his wrists.
That's a good lad. This will all make sense in time.
He edged imperceptibly toward the stairs as he spoke.
Is he gonna lock us down here? He's gonna lock us down here, isn't he? You see, this town has secrets, Luca. A very dark past indeed.
Before the kids had even noticed his movement, Mr. Tolliver was at the light switch.
A past that must be brought
He
to...
punctuated his final words by flicking the switch and rushing up the stairs.
Light! Son of a...
Darted to the wall and turned back on the lights. It was too late. Rollo confirmed what they all heard.
He just locked us down here.
Mr. Tolliver's muffled voice came from behind the door.
I wasn't lying, you know. This is for your own good. You kids just keep tight down there. And let the adults handle this.
They looked bewildered at each other.
Play it cool, huh? Not now, Beck.
They heard the staccato thump of quick steps exiting the house. The kids looked down in resignation. This isn't how it goes in Hank Atomic. For some reason, they'd always assumed it was up to them to save their town. Luca opened his mouth, hoping to conjure some magical words to make this right. Only a hollow croak escaped. The end. Well, we certainly aren't going to find a grand resolution to our tale locked in a basement.
No.
Back to the drawing board.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll continue with this plot line. We'll go back to Iggy's later. We'll continue with this one. I'm gonna play good cop, hard cop.
They'd run the classic good cop, hard cop interrogation. Rollo brandished a steely gaze. I've got this. Read about it 100 times. Rollo swaggered past the chair which propped up the slumping Hiram Tolliver. Without even looking at his captive, he began with a long, blustery drawl.
Well, Mr. Tolliver.
Mr. Tolliver remained motionless. Rollo spun around to face him. He'd clearly expected to rouse Mr. Tolliver with his booming voice.
Mr. Tolliver?
Beck and Luca gave each other an unsure glance. Rollo slammed his fist on the table.
I said, Mr.
He
Tolliver.
grabbed the table lamp and beamed it onto the unconscious face. Mr. Tolliver groaned and slowly lifted his head. He recoiled with a muddled, weary squint.
What in the world?
The chair wobbled as he attempted to straighten up.
Who's there?
Mr. Tolliver could only make out rough shapes through the glaring light. With a gruff tone, Rollo hoped to both conceal his voice and intimidate.
I'll be asking the questions here, punk. Now hold on, let's just calm down. Oh, I am calm. Calm as a carrot in dirt. As for you, looks like you're sweating.
The doubtful expression on Beck and Luca's faces transformed into awe.
We can do this my way, or... Well, let's just say I've never needed another way.
Rollo, hitting his stride, was now channeling every detective trope his memory could recall. He slammed the table again.
Now dance! What? I don't
Mr.
even...
Tolliver's voice became desperate. He was nearly in tears.
You've tied me down. How on earth could I dance? Dance with your mouth, punk! Spill the beans! Okay, that's kind of a smack in my way or the highway line. It is. What are you doing poking around this house? I'm here to help Juniper. To make sure everything's ready. Oh, so you're in cahoots with Gran. Gran?
Mr. Tolliver was in a daze, now more confused than ever.
Gonna help her blow up the festival, eh? Blow up the festival? Good
He shook
lord.
his head, feeling more and more dizzy.
No, you've got it all wrong. Where is she now? She's headed to the source. Source? What's the source? It's where
His voice faded to a whisper.
the town began. Where it all began. What is Operation Sparkplug?
With that, Mr. Tolliver passed out cold.
Oh, we killed him with
Rollo
stress.
swung around with a repentant grimace.
Damn, Rolo. I think you went a little too hard on him. What did he say about the source? It's where the town began? We need more information. Yeah, but we better not push Mr. Tolliver any farther. Is there anyone else who might know more? What about the History Museum? It just got set up for the festival. Nah, that tent was put up by the Valentines. Everything they do is just a bunch of fluff to glorify themselves. Is there anything more reliable? The library. If there's any information about this source thing, Kato can help us find it. Let's go get some answers. Can I go outside? Maybe we should check the front desk. Fine. I wanted to go do the restaurant minigame. This is a dang nice library. Thanks, we work hard on it. Aren't you a little too adorable to be a librarian? Adorable. Oh, Kato hung out here so much, eventually they gave him a set of keys. I just keep an eye on the place for Miss Novak sometimes. They got you working for free? It's quiet and I get access to all the books I can read. What more could a person want? Fair enough. What can I do for you all? We need a favor. I already told you in Rolo, I can't put you any higher on the wait list for the next Hank Atomic. And if you're here with more candy, I'll have you know I can't be bought. Call it a personal code of conscience. Actually, we're looking to do some research. Now you're speaking my language. What are you looking for? That's the thing, we sorta don't know. What do you got on the history of the town? There's the county record archives. What's in those? Births, deaths, newspaper clippings, stuff like that. Pretty boring reads. But they do go all the way back to when the town was founded. Great, we'll start there.
Chapter 8. 6 feet under, 3 towns over. The kids spent the rest of the afternoon combing through dusty piles of old county records, desperately searching for anything that could help them make sense of Mr. Tolliver's cryptic utterance. Luca tried to shake the thought of Gran's basement, but his focus wavered. Explosives, messages hidden in jam, dossiers on various town figures, and a corkboard threaded with photos.
That's how you say the word dossier? I learned something new today.
The only family he had left. He still couldn't bring himself to believe the worst. But the old map with the symbol of explosives in town square made that difficult.
Also French. Seems like I have a difficulty with French words.
We're no closer to the truth.
If I have to read any more records, my eyeballs are gonna pop. We have to keep digging. If I dig another word, I'm gonna end up in one of these asinine death records. Rollo Cotter lived a full and wonderful life, till he read so much boring crud that his brain oozed out of his ears.
Rollo shut his book with an assertive nod.
If you got any better ideas, spit it out. You sound like my sister. Keep pushing your luck, pal, and it won't be boring county records that kill you. I'll put you in the obituaries myself.
Rollo muttered under his breath.
You're a county record. Really? That's the best you've got? When I'm done with you, you'll be the footnote in history. Just like...
Slammed her finger down on the open page before glancing down to read.
J. Hartford here. I'd love to see you try. Hey, hey, hey! We're all a little tired here. Let's just take a minute and...
Something tickled the back of Luca's mind.
Wait, what was that name back? In the obit? J. Hartford? From the Brookville Tribune 8 years ago. That can't be right. What is it? J. Hartford. That's my grand's name, Juniper Hartford. I knew it! She's an imposter! Maybe there were 2 J. Hartfords. Mrs. Hartford is survived by her young daughter, E. Hartford. My mom's name's Eleanor. Okay, this is getting creepy. If your gran is 6 feet under, 3 towns over, then who am I living with?
The question hung in the air.
I knew it! Imposter! Alright, gang, I gotta close up for the night.
Beck rubbed her eyes.
How late is it? Almost 10. Oh crap, Pa's gonna kill me. We gotta go. Yeah, my parents will be worried sick. Okay, let's meet up as early as we can at the festival tomorrow. What are you gonna do about the unconscious man in your basement? I'll think of something.
Luca's heart was pounding as he approached the house. If he was lucky, Gran, or whoever it was, hadn't gotten back yet. And of course, there was Mr. Tolliver tied up and unconscious in the basement. Dealing with him would be the first order of business. Luca shook out his arms to calm his nerves before entering. He held perfectly still, tempering his breath, and listened closely. She was asleep. His only hope was that she hadn't found Mr. Tolliver before dozing off.
Are you really asleep? You're not fooling me. Are you gonna lock me in the basement, you imposter? Oh no.
Mr. Tolliver was nowhere to be seen.
Maybe he woke up, escaped from his bindings, and left without a trace.
Or maybe Gran knew everything.
What do I do?
Luca's hungry stomach groaned. Not realizing it, he'd gone the entire day without eating.
Okay, I can figure this out. Just need a little brain food.
Luca rushed over to the pile of jam jars, unscrewed one, and shoveled a handful into his mouth.
like a true 10-year-old, just like, okay, I'm hungry. Handful of jam. I'm afraid your jam delivery will be delayed.
He flipped the lid to read the label.
Mr. Nuncreed. Okay, now I can think. So, if Gran knows we tied up Mr. Tolliver, I'm screwed. If she doesn't know, then I need to play it cool. I guess the only option is to go to bed and act as if nothing is wrong. Gran will think Mr. Tolliver finished what he was sent to do and left when he was done. Ah, fuck. Gran? Okay, stick to the plan. Go to bed and play it cool.
As Luca climbed the final stair, the emotion of the day dragged heavily on him. With each consecutive step, his legs weakened.
Oh, did she poison the jam for Mr. Nuncreed?
He tried to grab for the railing to steady himself.
We're gonna have an ad soon. In like maybe a couple minutes, so I'll pause when that happens. Come on, legs. Just a few more steps.
He groaned and tried to move. His limbs might as well have been bolted to the ground. Through numb lips, he mumbled just before falling asleep.
The jam. Sweet boy. What did you get yourself into? Rest now and let me handle everything.
Chapter 9. A speech to end all speeches. Luca awoke to find himself face down in bed. He moaned into his pillow. Why would Gran drug him? Or rather, why was she trying to drug Mr. Nuncreed? Shaking the questions from his woozy head, Luca snapped back to the matter at hand.
The festival! I'm going to the festival. Bye, Gran, or not Gran, whoever the fuck you are. Where have you been? Gran put something in the jam. Yeah, we know. Secret messages for secret conspirators. Not this one. The one intended for Mr. Nuncreed. Put me to sleep. Whoa. Ho-ho. Sly devil. I think she's trying to remove him from the equation. He might be in danger. Have you found anything? We looked around, but haven't seen anything odd. Your Gran is nowhere to be found. But Mr. Nuncreed is just loafing around waiting for the speech. And we're in an ad break. Okay, I'm gonna let the ads roll, and we'll continue in a second. Let me just type it, you guys. try not to burp. Jeez. Whew.
How is everybody who doesn't have ads today? I hope you're doing well.
I think I just watched a mosquito fly past me. That's no good. Take a drink. Take a little drinksy. Alrighty. I think we are back from the ad break. So let us continue with the game. But Mr. Nuncreed's just loafing around waiting for the speech.
What speech? Mayor Gus just got up to the podium. Everyone's gathering at the stage.
Let's get moving.
Augustus Valentine nervously wiped his brow.
Is this thing... hello, Beacon Pines. I'm Augustus Valentine, your mayor, and I suppose you already know that. Oh yeah, before we get started, I just wanted to take a moment to recognize someone who couldn't be here today. This town wouldn't be where it is today without my father, Sharper Valentine. So I thought we would begin with a round of applause befitting such a great man.
Even that's more than the old codger deserved.
Gus cleared his throat and awkwardly loosened his tie.
Right, where was I?
William Kerr bounded on the stage with the energy of a preacher at a big tent revival.
Gus Valentine, everyone.
He gave Gus a hearty slap on the back and motioned him off the stage.
Let's hear it for our mayor. What a great turnout! Ah, heck, I didn't prepare anything. But I suppose I could say a few words. Would be a shame to waste such a beautiful podium.
Mr. Kerr pulled a thick stack of note cards out from his vest.
Community, conviction, commitment. These are the things we celebrate at Perennial Harvest. For us, these are the pillars of the bridge to a better tomorrow. But I think it's time to add a new pillar. Change. Change is a powerful thing. It's inexorable, unavoidable, and undeniable. And I am a dadgum thankful for it. Change is the reason we're all together today. It's hard for me to believe that it was only 4 years ago when fate brought me here. A simple business trip which brought me to a small town which would change my life forever.
Mr. Kerr took a moment to survey the crowd.
You know what?
He wiped away a single tear.
From the second I set foot in Beacon Pines, something about this place has held me captive. You see, change represents opportunity. It represents potential. It was change that helped me recognize the potential of this place. To see that the people of this town, despite suffering great loss, still held on to the things that made them special.
He thumped the podium to emphasize each word.
Community, conviction, commitment, change.
Mr. Kerr nodded confidently, biting his lip. The crowd was silent, in rapt attention.
Fate made a perfect match that day. Nothing is more important to you all than community. And Perennial Harvest is a community first and foremost.
Mr. Kerr methodically made eye contact with each section of the crowd.
The only way you made it through the foul harvest was with unshakable conviction. And conviction that a better tomorrow was just over the horizon. Perennial Harvest was founded on the conviction that we are that horizon. This festival is a symbol of our commitment to each other.
His voice began to build to a crescendo.
We now walk hand in hand into a future we will shape together. And that is what change is all about. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. I'm tickled pink that we will all be making that choice together. How great is that? Just imagine what we can accomplish. What was that?
The crowd began to look around nervously.
Don't worry, a little thunder isn't going to ruin this day. Everyone remain calm.
Mr. Kerr quickly flicked through his note cards.
Where was I? Through all of my travels, I've learned one true thing. One always reaps what they sow. We have all planted a lot of good in this town. And so it is with a happy heart that I can proclaim
He raised his hands up to the heavens.
our harvest awaits. That's the second time.
A merciless wall of impossibly cold air ripped through the crowd, instantly freezing everyone and everything it touched. For a man like William Kerr, this was a fitting way for things to end. On a stage, with an entire town frozen in rapt attention for the rest of time. The end. There's that ice again! Whenever I think we're getting close, it comes along and ruins everything. Maybe we should just quit? Maybe you should just close the book, walk away, and never think of me again. No, I don't mean that. We got a little closer this time. We just need to try again. Please.
Oh, we can be sly this time. Good cop, sly cop. Okay, what else? What else has changed? Okay, so let's continue with this. Try good cop, sly cop. Yeah, we'll continue with this plotline just because it's fresh in our heads. Good cop, sly cop.
They'd run the classic good cop, sly cop interrogation. Luca and Rollo ducked behind a barrel, leaving Beck to her task. With a few crisp snaps, she roused Mr. Tolliver.
What? What's going on here? You're that Modwell girl. Please, call me back. Sorry about all this.
Mr. Tolliver looked down and shifted a bit, testing his restraints.
It seems there's been a mix-up. You see, I'm down here for the same reason you are. Juniper sent you here?
Beck caught herself before letting the surprise manifest on her face. She'd already gotten him to reveal his relation to Gran. This was going to be easy.
You know how Juniper is with her precautions. Operation Sparkplug has us all on edge. I guess she thought you needed some backup. But she sent a child? What better way to avoid prying eyes? Who would suspect a kid? I suppose that makes sense.
Mr. Tolliver wriggled a bit in his restraints.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Beck quickly removed the ropes.
That had to be uncomfortable. A little, yeah. But you understand. We never know who to trust in this town.
Mr. Tolliver rubbed the growing knot on his forehead.
Very true. So it turns out we're both here too.
Twirled her hand, as if to prompt Mr. Tolliver to finish her thought.
Destroy the evidence.
Beck shook her head and clicked her tongue.
Yep, the old gal is nothing if not thorough.
Mr. Tolliver let out an amused huff in agreement.
She sure is. Can't blame her, though. If anyone were to find out that we're going to destroy the source, well, we both know how bad that might be. No one will know anything once I finish cleaning things up down here.
Beck was on a roll now, playing Mr. Tolliver like a fiddle.
You sure can finish this on your own? Juniper trusted me for a reason. You can leave the rest to me. Good, there is one more loose end I'll go work on. Loose end? Oh, it's nothing, really. The other day I had the radio on scan while restocking the candy shelf. And wouldn't you know it, I intercepted an odd phrase in the perennial harvest transmission. Underground secrets. That's ominous. I think it might be a password, but Juniper dismissed it. Said it wasn't mission critical. What's the password for? We don't know. So we have a password and nowhere to put it. It's gotta mean something, right? Good thinking. You should probably go work that out. I've got this under control. That's a relief. Between you and me, this basement gives me the willies.
Heading for the stairs, Mr. Tolliver hesitated and turned to Beck with a puzzled look. She grinned and gave him a peppy wave. With a shrug, He continued up the stairs, whistling a jaunty tune.
Damn, we should have had Beck do it from the beginning. You guys catch that? Sure did. This whole time, Mr. Tolliver's had a candy shelf. But all he ever sells us is apples.
Beck blinked slowly in disappointment.
The password, Rollo. Well, sure, but once things are back to normal, I'll be having a word with Mr. Tolliver about that candy shelf. Fine. In the meantime, I've got an idea.
She turned to the table and began tearing small scraps of paper.
He said he heard a password on the radio. Any good spy transmission is never what it seems.
Beck marked each scrap of paper and leaned back.
We just need to find the hidden meaning. Okay. What's another word for underground? Buried? Covered? Could it be a cover-up? Maybe it's one of those each letter is a number thingies? So U would be 21, N would be 14, D would be... Ooh, it's an anagram. Nuncreed's drugstore.
Luca and Beck looked at Rollo with amazement.
Rollo, that was incredible. Well, it's either that or Kren's nude rug store. Yeah, I think you were right the first time. How did you do that? What can I say? I love ciphers. Well, I guess we know where to go next. Investigate Nuncreed's drugstore. Hell yeah, we're on to something. You scared me half to death. Sorry. You kids haven't seen Mr. Tolliver around, have you? Nope. He's got me waiting around here like the last slice of pie. I swear that man would be late to his own funeral. To the drugstore. You're late, Augustus. Sorry, sister. Was caught up with work. Work? You? I had a few details to lock down for the festival. Oh, what do you have to report? What is this insipid town festival really about? I think Mr. Kerr really does just want to do something good for the town. He's actually a pretty nice guy. You should spend some time with him. I didn't pull strings installing you as mayor so that you could make friends. Your job is to help me figure out what Kerr and his perennial harvest true intentions are with this town. We have a responsibility. This is our father's town. Was. Excuse me? This was our father's town. He's gone, Eris, and he isn't coming back. Father left us with nothing but problems. Mr. Kerr came here and offered to help us. We accepted that help. We didn't agree to them turning Father's warehouse into a toxic dumping ground. That's just a temporary arrangement. The glow can be seen from our damned backyard. They're dumping their nasty little secrets on us. When this all inevitably goes wrong, who do you think will be blamed?
Eris's cry hung in the air.
We have a new choice to make now, sister. This town is going to change whether we like it or not. Are we going to choose to be part of that future, or be forgotten in the past? It's a shame. Father named you Augustus, but you will always just be a Gus. Goodness, Eris. I'll see you at breakfast tomorrow. It's getting late, children. It's okay, we're gonna play at night. Knowledge, he spat with a sneer. There exists a gulf between knowing something and being able to do a damn thing about it. Huh. I do hate it when the villain makes a good point. I'm gonna take a sip of water because my throat's getting a little raw. Munch some ice, yum yum.
Solomon stood proudly at the entrance to the drugstore, holding a brown bag overflowing with black licorice.
Yummy. Hey, Solomon. We're looking for Mr. Nuncreed. Is he still in there? I'm afraid not. Then where'd you get the candy from? You might say we have an arrangement.
Solomon shoveled a surprising amount of licorice into his mouth.
Sometimes it's small pleasures in life. Though we might not always have family to rely on, licorice has never let me down. Well, I can't say licorice would be my first choice, but whatever floats your boat. You can tell a lot about a person by their choice of confection. Oh, yeah, I guess. I like sour gobs. I'm certain you do. I always wondered why Mr. Nuncreed kept licorice in stock. You must eat enough of it to make it worthwhile. There are many ways to earn loyalty. For some, it's as easy as cold, hard cash. Well, he's right. It's locked. There's gotta be more clues. Okay, let's see. Nope, locked. Have you ever seen anyone actually use this thing? Besides Mr. Nuncreed, no.
Beck cupped her hands on the glass to peek inside.
That is not a normal phone booth. It's got like a blinky keypad. Why would there be a blinky keypad? Kren's new drugstore. I mean, underground secrets. The password.
Beck flung open the door and they all squeezed in.
All right, let's see here.
Luca cracked his knuckles and entered the letters into the keypad.
Underground secrets. Sounds like that did something. Great, now what? I guess we...
The
Ah!
inside of the phone booth dropped loose from its shell. Without even the space to panic, they closed their eyes, held their breath, and accepted their fate. Suddenly, the chaotic descent slowed to an effortless landing. It was unclear where they ended up, but at least it was solid ground.
Oh.
The air was stagnant and smelled vaguely of chlorine.
I knew it. You knew that there was a secret hub full of strange tubes under the phone booth? Of course I did. Didn't I say that? No. I definitely thought it. Luca, do you remember when I said how cool it would be if the transdimensional conduits from Hank Atomic issue number 12 were real? Rolo, at one point or another, you've said that about every technology ever discussed in Hank Atomic. That's why I'm such a good predictor. It looks like each of these has something written on them. Mining Operations Alpha. You guys have mines here? Not that I know of. This town is all farms and fertilizer. And a series of tubes. Pa always says you can only trust a miner up to the point when they hit gold. Not sure how that wisdom applies in this exact situation. That's the thing about Pa, you don't always realize what he means until it's too late. Perennial Harvest main office. That's where my mom works. What does she do? Science stuff. Is she involved in all of this? We just moved here. How could she be involved? True. Valentine Fertilizer Warehouse. Isn't that where you almost got snatched? Yeah. Why would Perennial Harvest have a tube going to the old Valentine place? This is starting to feel like something big. This suit has a broken mask. So, have we found our mystery warehouse creeper? We've at least found their hazmat suit. If it walks like a Nuncreed and talks like a Nuncreed, let's not jump to conclusions. Just saying. That's a lot of buttons. Stand aside, Earthlings. I've read enough Hank Atomic to know my way around sci-fi tech.
Rolo's hands hovered over the field of blinking buttons.
Eeny, meeny, miny. Rolo, what did you do? Nothing! I didn't even mow yet! What was that? Hide! Where? There's nothing but weird tubes down here! Just get back! Shit. Shit! Shit! Awesome! You all need to come with me now. We aren't going anywhere with you. Not until we get some answers. Mr. Underground Secrets. I told them it was an absurd password. But they love anything that makes them feel clever. They who? That's no matter. If I can keep you hidden until after the festival, I might be able to save your skins. We don't care about our skins. Hold on now, I like my skin. This all stops now, Nuncreed.
Joseph waited for a moment in silence.
You sound just like him. Who? Walt. You don't get to talk about my dad. You know, your father and I were friends back before...
He gestured toward the strange tubes.
all of this.
That's a lie.
It's true, I used to bounce you on my knee.
What happened?
Same thing that always happens. Reality, complications, life. We were a team, Walt and I. An idealistic doctor and a bright-eyed pharmacist. Both hell-bent on helping folks.
So you were his sidekick?
No, we were partners. He helped the patients and I helped him.
Yep, total sidekick.
Nuncreed let out a growl of a sigh.
Luca, I need you to know this. I need someone to know this. One day, Sharper Valentine comes to us, says he's got an opportunity. He'd found something he didn't quite understand, and he was willing to pay us both handsomely to help him understand it.
And my dad said no?
Your father and I both believed in helping people. But the thing I could never get him to understand was it's a lot easier to help others if you help yourself now and then.
Classic sidekick into villain plotline.
Walt loved being righteous almost more than he loved his family. He was wrong about one thing, though. When he begged me not to take Valentine's offer, he said, "Joseph, if a person says yes one time to Sharper Valentine, he'll make sure they keep on saying yes to him until the day he's dead and gone."
He shook his head wistfully.
Sharper's long gone, but he's still got me saying yes.
Is there a point to this sob story?
Not really, no. Just an old man trying to delay what needs doing.
Nuncreed took a menacing step towards the children.
I tried to keep you safe. Tried to keep you and Juniper out of this. But you forced my hand.
Luca began to laugh.
What?
You really don't know? My gran isn't out of this. She's been scheming right under your nose.
Juniper?
Seems like she's planning on crashing the town's party.
She's going to disrupt the festival? Why would she...
The color drained from Nuncreed's face.
How does she know?
Apparently she knows a lot of things.
What?
Let's just say this isn't the only underground lair we've busted into today. And honestly, hers is way cooler. She's got maps and explosives and bad intentions, big man.
Nuncreed grabbed Luca by the shoulders. His eyes were frantic.
You need to tell me what she's going to do right now. She doesn't understand what it is she's messing with. Tell me now. She's in danger, boy.
I don't know. She had a map with a mark on the fountain in the town square.
The fountain? But why would...
A jolt of realization struck Mr. Nuncreed.
She knows about the source.
What the heck is the source?
If she tries to destroy the source, it could catalyze and... Dear God, she's going to freeze us all. You all need to run. Run where? Away. As far away from this town as you can get. Head west and don't look back. The noise as he went through the tube. That did not go how I expected. So, we're totally following him, right? Totally. See you on the other side. Bloop. You good? Yep. I love this town.
Chapter 8.
Ooh.
The cold, hard truth. Beck leapt up, allowing the suction to yank her into the dark. Dimness eclipsed around her like the shutter of a camera as she seemed to cover great distance in mere moments. Her only points of reference were glints of upcoming turns, which approached with frightening speed, only to carom her gracefully along. She heard the tinny, distant echoes of Rollo's glee. Once she stopped fighting against it, the ride was impossibly smooth. Then, all of a sudden, as if minutes had passed in an instant,
Ooh.
light blazed into view.
Is that what that cover was? It was the end of the tube?
A burst of wintry air snuffed across her face, and she was flung out into the cold.
Oh, that's what it was. That was intense. Yeah. I think I might have parted with some fluids in there. Any idea where we are? Somewhere cold? Doesn't look like it got any of us. It didn't feel like we traveled that far. So where did it all go? This place sucks. Why would anyone even want to blow something up out here? Only one way to find out, I suppose. We've got to catch up to Nuncreed. I think he went this way. Parted with some fluids? See, but like we'll never know if that means he puked or if he peed a little. This looks familiar, yeah. Maybe we can clear off the snow. No time, Nuncreed's getting away. Okay, this is starting to look really familiar. I may not be the most well-versed on all things Beacon Pines, but this does look like some sort of frozen replica of town. I got it. It's so obvious now. Mr. Nuncreed is an alien. Rollo, stick with me here. His species can only live in sub-zero temperatures. Oh boy, here we go. The source is their base camp dimension, so naturally they keep it cold. We found it by traveling through those metallic wormholes back there. The final objective? Kill us all and shapeshift into a Beacon Pines citizen of their choosing. You really never had me, but you very much lost me there. You get used to it. We should keep moving.
As they rounded the corner to the frozen town square, they spotted Mr. Nuncreed inching cautiously toward a pit at its center. He held his arms out gingerly, as if approaching a beast in the wild. Upon closing the distance, Luca recognized what Nuncreed was after. Gran stood confidently at the edge, one arm outstretched over the abyss. Nearby, a wheelbarrow had been emptied out. She held a lit torch, which flickered in the bitter wind.
Juniper, I don't know what you think you're doing, but I assure you this is not going to solve anything. If you drop that, you've doomed this whole town.
Oh, it wasn't me who doomed this town. I've been watching you, Joseph. I know what you've done. You and your co-conspirators. Gran? What's happening? Luca, you and your friends need to leave right this moment.
Mr. Nuncreed turned back toward the kids, desperation in his eyes.
Listen to your grandma, Luca. This is between me and Juniper.
Rollo and Beck held steadfast in awe. Luca approached closer. Mr. Nuncreed spun back toward Gran, his voice growing louder.
You've got it all wrong, Juniper. Just hand over that torch. You don't understand what you're doing.
How could I possibly trust you to do the right thing? Walt told me everything. He trusted you, and you betrayed that trust. Luca, did you know that this man's entire life is a lie?
If it weren't for him, your father might still be alive.
Mr. Nuncreen winced with anguish. His voice hardened.
That's not true.
They both now yelled, not to each other, but at fate itself, making their peace with long-held burdens. The wind howled with encouragement.
Walt was like a brother to me. We just had different ideas about how to effect change. Very convenient that your way just happened to line your pockets. Now that's not fair.
They menaced at each other, both catching their breath. The moment balanced on a knife's edge. Amid a blur of emotions and memories, Luca's mind flooded with questions. The wind calmed, as if to give him the stage.
He began to weep or he began to hum. I kind of want to choose hum because it seems the more off the cuff one. We'll choose weep next time, so let's go.
And in the stillness, he began to hum. After the death of his father, Luca had trouble sleeping. Each night, his mother would sit at the foot of his bed and hum a gentle melody. It was the only thing that could calm his mind. The only thing that, however briefly, could make it all seem okay. That melody pervaded every memory Luca had of his mother. Shivering in the raw snow, he began to hum it out loud.
This seems like the correct way to go. I kind of want to go back and do the other one. Wait, hold on. We're gonna pause real quick. Oh, I can't.
Dan lowered the torch, listening closely.
Hold on. I wanna... Cause, like, where are we now? We're up here. That seems to be, like, the correct path. Eee. It kind of makes me want to go all the way back over here to try that thing. Ah, who knows? Like, I kind of want to try this one. Because this seems like the correct way to go. Because it has all three of the children. Okay, you know what? I feel like that is the correct way to go, so we're gonna jump back to Iggy. I hate to break this moment for you, but like I really do feel like that might be the true path to go. So I want to go this way. Sorry, just I wanna save what's last for last. So we're gonna do this one. So recap: Iggy's about to die.
With a quiet blink, Luca watched a teardrop sail down into the howling void. As his fingers slowly gave up, he met eyes with Iggy.
Good.
The two silhouettes were swallowed by darkness.
Fireworks! Whee! Hell of a goodbye, Iggy. Luca, you really should step back. What? Quickly. Curious. Ah, but of course. Those fireworks of Iggy's must have been just the right amount of energy. We should get out of here before perennial harvest arrives. Not until you tell me what just happened. Your friend's sacrifice just saved this town. For a little while, anyway. How? Tempest liquamine is a peculiar substance. It can change the relationship between matter and time itself, but doing so requires unfathomable energy. In a closed system, that energy can only come from its surroundings. A useful side product of this property being, by adding precisely the correct amount of energy to it, one can create a cryogenic cascade. So the gunk makes things cold and the fireworks make the whole freeze over? That's one way of putting it, yes. As dumb luck would have it, the fireworks weren't strong enough to generate a runaway reaction. I shudder to think what would have happened in that case.
We have some idea what that would look like.
Yeah, we do. It'll take them a good while to safely break through and access the source again. If you know all this stuff, why haven't you been helping? I have been, in my way. Each one of us has our role to play. Iggy's role, it turns out, was to buy us precious time. Mine has been to observe and wait. Wait for what? You. Me? Why? What's my role?
A fierce twinkle flashed in Nat's eyes.
Luca Van Horn. You are going to save the world.
With a chuckle, Nat turned and walked west. Dumbfounded, Luca followed behind him, trudging through the snow.
Oh god, now I really don't know which one's the true path.
Further away from everyone and everything he knew, and closer to destiny. To be continued in Beacon Pines, Pines Harder. Revenge served cold. Second time's a charm? Wait, that's it? This ends with a crummy cliffhanger just when it was getting good?
Oh, I'm so glad we went back to this one then. Okay, great.
I was even starting to like Iggy.
I was also starting to like Iggy.
No way. I refuse to be associated with some never-ending parade of sequels. Let's go back and find something more definitive.
Oh, I'm so glad we went back to that one. Okay, this one. I think we might choose Weep first then, because that... We might choose Weep first.
And in the stillness, he began to weep.
It seems like the first one is always the wrong one.
Just too much. Falling to his knees, Luca whimpered softly. The tears crystallized as they hit the snow. Gran stared at Luca for a moment with warm sympathy, remembering why this was all necessary.
This'll all make sense soon, Luca. Then everything can go back to normal. I promise.
She stiffened up and brandished the torch at Mr. Nuncreed.
You can't hide behind those people any longer, Joseph. Once their precious source is destroyed, we'll see where their loyalties fall. Juniper, don't.
Ignoring his final plea, Gran flung the torch into the deep darkness. She smiled and exhaled in relief. Mr. Nuncreed moaned in resignation. The torch echoed as it ricocheted down the hole, punctuated with a thunderous thud.
Ah, and then everybody freezes, right? You see, Joseph, I've learned one very important lesson in life. If you want things to change, then you must be willing to...
Before Gran could finish, the ground shook her to silence.
Yeah, we all freeze. Gran, you idiot!
Gran only had time to spin around and run to Luca. Her attempt to shield him, an honorable but trifling act.
So she's not an imposter?
Unflinching love.
I'm confused.
An unthinking horror. There was no contest. Her warm embrace froze in an instant. That is where they remain, fixed in place, forever. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene. In a town brought low by its secrets, sits the frozen statues of a misguided band of meddlers. The end. Well, that was dire. On the bright side, we finally figured out where all the ice is coming from. Now, we just need to find a way to deal with a mystic, unfathomable force of nature.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna hum now. This is the only way we can go. Everything else has been filled. You've played part of this branch already? No, we're just gonna replay.
And in the stillness, he began to hum. After the death of his father, Luca had trouble sleeping. Each night, his mother would sit at the foot of his bed and hum a gentle melody. It was the only thing that could calm his mind. The only thing that, however briefly, could make it all seem okay. That melody pervaded every memory Luca had of his mother. Shivering in the raw snow, he began to hum it out loud. Gran lowered the torch, listening closely. As recognition slowly set in, her heart sank. Those countless nights of consolation, the incomparable loss they shared together. She let the torch fall to the snow and sizzle out. A few steps toward Luca was all she could bear before dropping to the snow herself. Through a flood of tears, she began to hum along, note for note.
My model is wobbly even though I'm not talking, but she blinks at least. Oh, I'm like swaying in my seat as we listen to them hum.
Luca lifted his head in astonishment. The last time he heard that melody was the last night he saw his mother.
How do you know? I'm so sorry, my little buckaroo. Buckaroo? The only people who call me that are Dad and your mother. This isn't Grandma, this is Mom! The goop made Iggy older for like all the parts that touch. She touched the goop. This is Mom, this isn't Grandma. That's why Grandma's dead. Ah, the twist! The twist!
Luca blinked through blurry, watery eyes, trying to see more clearly. He could just make out the impression of a familiar face. He peered across the snowscape at the woman on her knees. Something about her was undeniably his mother. Only smaller, older, changed.
Mom? That's right, buckaroo. Mom!
Luca sprinted as fast as he could toward his mother. They held each other close, and the cold retreated from their bodies.
Eleanor? I thought you were...
Gone? You should have known I would never abandon my son.
Eleanor looked down at Luca, tightening her embrace in an appeal for forgiveness.
How?
You're a smart man, Joseph. I thought you'd have pieced it together by now.
You were exposed.
Mom, I don't understand any of this. What happened to you? Where did you go? Why did you leave me? I never left you. I was right here, Luca. Why did you lie to me? It tore me up, Luca, but I did it to keep you safe. I thought that getting answers would help us both move on. But the more I discovered, the more I realized the danger we were in. Until perennial harvest was stopped, it was better if everyone thought I was gone. You could have trusted me. These are bad people, Luca. They won't stop until they get what they want. And they don't care who gets hurt in the process. Then what do? We have to stop them.
Joseph slumped into the cold, wet snow.
They can't be stopped. This is too big.
I tried beating them at their own game. I'm done fighting fire with fire.
For the first time in a long time, her voice felt like her own again.
No more lies. I see now, there's a better way to stop perennial harvest. The cold, hard truth.
Luca gazed down at Nuncreed with pity. He looked small. Joseph stared into the snow, as if searching it for answers.
Come on, everyone, we've got a party to crash. Ah, what a twist! Oh my god! Fight lies with fire. Fire versus fire doesn't do much, but fire versus lies is pretty effective. True, very true. You don't understand. He always wins.
Chapter 9. The Devil You Know. 7 months ago, Eleanor Van Horn crept down the maze of sterile
Ooh.
hallways under perennial harvest. She stopped in front of the large steel door marked Deep Engineering. No turning back now. She raised a trembling hand. The stolen keycard worked as promised, and the door buzzed open with mechanical efficiency. She was immediately hit with the smell of disinfectant. It was some sort of laboratory. In one corner was a desk covered in papers. Across the room stood a tall metal pod with hoses protruding from its base. She rushed to the desk and began shifting through the piles of papers. They were experiment reports on something called Tempus Liquamen. There were dozens of them, every one stamped failed. Eleanor heard the sharp echo of footsteps approaching. She was out of time. Her eyes scanned the room, eventually landing on the strange pod. Muttering a curse under her breath, she dashed over and dove inside.
And that is what change is all about. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Velocibunny is good mouthing me on her stream. Oh, well. Give me a second. I'm gonna go harass her on her stream. Second tattled on you. Quit good mouthing me on your stream. Okay, back to my stream. Change is a choice. I am tickled pink that we will all be making that choice together. How great is that?
This man is a liar.
Excuse me?
I will not. This town has a dangerous secret, and perennial harvest only exists to keep it hidden.
Nonsense.
They picked up the whole damn town and moved it right under our noses.
You aren't making any sense, dear.
Mr. Kerr addressed the crowd with a sarcastic tone.
Imagine such a thing. It's absurd and just plain impossible.
They promised they could fix the foul harvest. They told us they would clean this place up. We just had to leave town for a few days. But while they had us evacuated...
Mrs. Hartford, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to.
You're afraid of a lot of things, aren't you?
You sniveling little worm. This is growing tiresome. A little help, please.
Don't you all see? This festival is a sham. An excuse to have the whole town gather in one place. They're planning something awful. I don't know what, but these people are wicked.
Don't listen to her. She has no proof.
I am the proof.
I'm Eleanor Van Horn.
Whispers filtered through the crowd.
Well, aren't you just sneaky as a dickens?
We all knew Valentine's fertilizer was too good to be true. And now this whole town is paying the price.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am so sorry about this disruption. My associates will take this woman, obviously disturbed, somewhere comfortable, so that she can get the help she needs. She's not the one who's disturbed. You two-timing clown.
Two-timer.
You all know there's something wrong with this town. It was just easier to look the other way. The truth is...
Take a drink.
That's quite enough, Mr. Nuncreed.
Torment dragged on Joseph Nuncreed's face.
Yes, sir.
Take them away. No, I want them to see this.
The tempestuous Eleanor Van Horn.
You've been quite the thorn in my side. Like a weed that's burrowed in where it doesn't belong.
Wait, theory growing. Is this the founder of Beacon Pines? Did the fertilizer make him young? Because only old people like black licorice.
I must confess, you look dreadful.
He paused for a moment, plucking a piece of fuzz from his sweater and discarding it to the ground.
Consider yourself in rare company. You've managed to pull one over on me.
It won't happen again. I knew you had some sort of plan to disrupt our little party.
But alas, I expected something a bit more impressive than incoherent rambling.
No matter, your failures are yours to bear. Mr. Kerr?
Yes, sir.
It's a shame it was cut short, but I thank you for that rousing oratory. I'll take it from here.
Yes, sir, of course, sir.
You've done quality work for me, William. You can look forward to the recompense we agreed upon.
Recompense?
Kerr gave a bow of deference.
Founder, you are most gracious.
Gasps rippled through the crowd.
Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Recompense? Okay.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket. In one smooth motion, he downed its contents. A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
Recompense? I'll get it later.
You can call me Sharper Valentine. I knew it! I knew it! I mean, I only knew it like a couple seconds ago, but I knew it!
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
Ew. Ew.
A hushed horror gripped the crowd. This is a story about change.
Holy shit.
What? No!
So you didn't see that coming. Good.
Sharper examined his new hands.
Well, this is quite the improvement. Everything looks so much smaller now. Eleanor was right about one thing. This festival was a ruse. I wanted you all to witness my glorious return with your own eyes. Why does everyone look so downtrodden? This is a celebration, people. Maybe it would help if we set the mood. Mr. Kerr, be a dear and reveal the sign. Wonderful.
Sharper choked out a crude squawk of a laugh. Frustrated grumbles sprinkled through the crowd.
Sharper, you malicious bastard! I'm glad you're back so I can tell you to your face. You destroyed this town. We ain't gonna let you get away with it again.
Sorry, this is not the time for audience participation. Some assistance, Mr. Kerr.
William Kerr gave a subtle nod to the clipboards.
You coward!
Does anyone else have something to contribute?
A helpless quiet settled over the crowd.
I thought so. Did you all truly believe you could be free of me? A town of complete and utter fools. You people should be celebrating my return. You're clearly lost without me. And that leads me nicely to my children. Daddy, I gave you both the greatest gift a parent can give, the opportunity to prove yourselves in my absence.
squandered. To say I'm disappointed would be an understatement. But Silence, Augustus, an adult is speaking. I don't know which is worse, a son who is completely hopeless, or a daughter with such potential who inevitably lets me down. Eris, you fail me with admirable consistency. Thankfully, I was counting on it this time. Father, I have been wasting my time, my dear. What have you accomplished? I was focused on cementing our legacy. Legacy? Who needs a legacy when you can just live forever? But what about... It's all right, kiddo. I'm afraid you suffer from a complete lack of imagination. There's just no helping it. Now then, where is Joseph? You didn't take the opportunity to slip off, did you? Ah, there he is. Everyone should give him a hand. None of this would have been possible without Joseph. I think you've said enough. Nonsense, the people deserve to know how helpful and loyal you've been. I only did what I did because he left me no choice. You always had a choice, Joseph. You were simply too weak to take it. No matter, cheer up. You're about to be rich beyond your wildest dreams. You should follow Mr. Kerr's example. When I found him, he was in a sorrier state than any of you. An aging actor desperate to recapture his youth. He played his part, and soon he'll be able to play the leading man again. Forever, in fact, if he remains loyal. That goes for all of you. Well, those who haven't already frittered away my goodwill. Beacon Pines is mine again, and I am willing to share its spoils in exchange for absolute loyalty.
Are you saying William Kerr was never in charge of perennial harvest?
Huh! You think that puffed up blatherskite could have accomplished all of this? Dawn, I suppose it's time for your big exclusive.
Sharper addressed the crowd with indignant pride. He'd planned this moment for so long that now, at the deed's fruition, it almost felt frivolous.
You see, I needed a figurehead to hold things down while I orchestrated my return. Someone to misdirect, lie, and bilk this town for a spell. So I invented William Kerr. Take your bow, you've earned it.
Mr. Kerr flourished a preposterously elaborate bow.
Patrick C. Montesquieu, thespian extraordinaire, at your service. Founder, I just wanted to thank you again for this opportunity. It truly was the role of a lifetime. Wait, so this Bill Kerr was a Pat C the whole time? Now that your secret is out in the open, what's to stop this town from rising up against you?
Oh, that's the delicious part. Fear. Thanks to our clipboards, I know what each and every person in this town fears most. And I will make those fears manifest for anyone who steps out of line. The choice is simple.
I'm not afraid of you.
Ha, the young hero. I've kept a keen eye on you, boy. You and your friends made a habit of disrupting my plans. What a pity. If things would have gone a bit differently, you might have had your moment of triumph. But that's fate for you.
You can't do this.
Oh, but I can. I have won. Never underestimate what a great man can do given time. And now time is my plaything. Perhaps the most expensive thing I've ever bought. But well worth it. Ha!
Sharper coughed up one final laugh and cracked his knuckles.
Enough chit-chat. Let's get to work, shall we?
And so, Sharper set about remaking the town in his own image. The fertilizer factory soon reopened for business. Sales rose steadily as more and more farmers across the countryside began to swear by its miraculous properties. Beacon Pines became famous, a secretive town that, for the right price, shared its gifts with all. Gifts that became more and more necessary in a world where winters grew longer and longer.
Ooh, we're in another ad break, so we're gonna take a quick little drink break so that nobody misses anything. I'm gonna take a little sip of water. This doesn't seem like a good ending, though. So I wonder where the game's gonna take us now. Hmm. Let me also just fix my webcam, because, like... I think that should be good now. And welcome back from the ad break. Let's get back into the game. I am curious where this is going.
The end. This is wrong, but things are becoming clearer now. You can feel it, right? We can't let Sharper win. He might just be the key to this whole thing. Let's see.
Let's see. Ooh, this is another way to go. We finally have another path. This little middle path. Everything else is filled up. But we can choose Malice over here. So this path, if you don't remember, we get cornered by Mr. Nuncreed, and we chose Shame, and he kind of like shoves us down into the phone booth, and we go down into that little secret base, I assume, and get caught by people wearing those toxic suits. So now let's choose Malice and see where this takes us. Looks like it's a middle branch. We might be nearing the end of the game. Who knows? We will find out.
There was a malice lurking behind those eyes, like a trap ready to spring. Luca felt the weight of Nuncreed's hand on his shoulder. Something wasn't right. He didn't know why, but something was telling Luca to get out of there.
I just want this all to be over.
Of course, I'm sure it would all work out soon enough.
I should get going. I told Roxy I'd check for Rolo at the treehouse.
Luca twisted free of Nuncreed's grasp.
Of course. Luca, you know your dad and I were good friends back in the day. You can come to me with anything. Anything at all. Run! Get away from Nuncreed! Dog? I'm on to you.
These festival decorations are a bit humdrum. Now, if I were to throw a festival, it would be a thing to behold. I agree. This is all more than a little sad. It's worse than sad. It's boring. What if we did a little something to spice things up? I'm listening. You know that festival sign waiting to be unveiled? It'd be a shame if someone...
The team scurried off, eagerly formulating a plan.
I'm on to you, Solomon.
He looked down and muttered in a gruff voice. Mama always told me my problems would look smaller once I grew up, but my problems always seemed to grow right along with me. Heavens, I sense big trouble ahead.
Oh, we can go play the cooking minigame. I want to go do that real quick.
I guess Mrs. Fratelli is getting ready for the festival.
We can't play the game? Lame. I wanted to make more weird burgers.
Identify yourself, please. Nellie Modwell. I work here now.
I'm unable to locate you on our staff roll.
Oh, I don't officially start until tomorrow. Mr. Kerr said I could come in early tonight to get a few things done.
Hold, please. Clearance authorized.
Thank you.
Our harvest awaits.
Whoa. You could get a wrench from the noggin sneaking up on the guy like that. Don't scare a man while he's junkin', Sonny. Evening, Jeff. Isn't it kind of late to be junkin'? I might as well ask the same thing of you. Find anything good? Ever since Perennial Harvest moved in, even the junk is trash. You can learn a lot about a person by looking at what they throw away. With this bunch, it's all shredded paper and coffee cups. Well, I'd better get going. I didn't see nothing if you didn't see nothing. See what? Exactly. No talkie, no talkie. No talkie, no talkie. No talkie. Rollo? Rollo?
He aired a long holler into the woods.
Rollo! Rollo, wherever you are, I hope you're okay.
Luca felt his eyes getting heavy and plopped into the beanbag. He conceded to its lumpy embrace. Once again, Luca found himself in a vast black expanse. This time, he knew exactly where to go. He took a single confident step forward. The world flickered and pulsed. He found himself standing in front of the frigid air of a blazing campfire. The source. He plopped down cross-legged and gazed into the cold flame, waiting. Soon enough, the fire began to die out, popping sporadically, until all that was left was a single ember. Lucas stood up and dusted himself off. He plucked the glowing ember from the cold ash, examined it, and slid it into his pocket, a keepsake. The voice of his father spoke behind him. "You made me proud, Buckaroo." Luca turned to face him. "Dad, what is this place?" A warm grin grew across his father's face. "A place where everything that has been and everything that could be all wait together." Luca found himself staring at his father's face, trying as hard as he could to memorize every single detail. Wait? For what?
Gotta go. Alrighty. Thank you so much for hanging out, Second. I will see you the next time you are in chat. Have a great day, night, whatever time zone you're at. Ow. Bork bork.
Another voice spoke out as Lucas' doppelganger stepped forward. "That's up to you."
Why you hit me with another one? Get hadn't meant for the space. Good night.
Without knowing why, Luca began to weep. Is any of this real? Are you real? Luca's father bent down to smudge away a tear. "Of course. I'm as real as the part of you that misses me." Luca turned to look at the older version of himself. "And you?" The doppelganger choked back tears. "I'm as real as the part of you that's angry he's gone." Does that make sense? Through his tears, Luca laughed. "I think so." His father pulled him in for an embrace. "Time to go, Buckaroo." Luca was startled from his dream by a banging on the floor.
Are you in there?
A commanding voice rumbled from below. Just as Lucas sprang to lock the entry hatch, the door knocked open.
Ah!
Chapter 5. Dangers Big and Small. Lucas stumbled back. He heard the rope ladder creak under significant weight. Keeping his eyes fixed on the hatch, he inched backward to the balcony. As his hand grasped the door handle, Luca froze. A large figure clumsily wriggled up through the hole.
Stop right there. Or I'll... Sheesh, I know it's dark and all, but I figured you'd recognize me. Rolo? Who are you?
The large figure cocked its head inquisitively.
Stop now or I'll clobber you with a baseball bat. Whoa, 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 take it easy. Luca, you need to get your eyes checked. It's me, Rolo. Nice try, but I know you aren't Rollo. You're like one of his random uncles or something.
Where is he?
Uncle? Luca, quit messing around. It's me.
If it really is you, prove it.
Flaming chicken coop, Luca.
Luca's jaw dropped. He peered more closely at the man standing in front of him. Something about him was undeniably Rollo. Only bigger, older, changed.
How? What happened to you? When I was running away, I ran into more people in those yellow suits. They grabbed me and dragged me away.
What? Where did they take you?
Dunno, they threw a bag over my head. It was cold and smelled like a swimming pool. I think it was an underground lab or something. They made my hands all big, look.
Rollo proudly presented his hands to Luca.
Pretty sweet, right? I mean, it wouldn't be my first pick for a superpower. But beggars can't be choosers.
Rollo, it wasn't just your hands.
My feet too? Dang, Pa just made me new shoes. Wait, Luca, why are you so small?
Luca moved to the side and pointed Rollo to his reflection in the balcony window.
What the?
His hands shot up to his face.
Holy Toledo!
Rollo, what did they do to you?
They made me drink some sort of green crud.
Ew.
Actually, it wasn't too bad. Kinda tasted like licorice. I passed out and woke up like this. And then I sorta smashed open my cage and escaped.
Whoa, you smashed open a cage?
Kinda. At least I think I did. It's all a bit of a blur.
They had you in a cage? Who are these people? I don't know who did this to you, but we're gonna fix it.
Fix it? This is awesome!
Well, I'm glad you're safe now.
Luca, you don't need to worry about me. Sure, I got snatched, but look at it this way. I got snatched! I know where snatched people go. We may finally have a lead on what happened to your family.
Maybe you're right, but this all seems dangerous.
Danger? Ha!
Rollo shadowboxed a few jabs.
I'll take 'em all on.
Hey, fellas, what's up?
With a yelp, Rollo dove behind Luca.
Take cover!
Did I come at a bad time?
Who the heck are you?
This is Beck. Sorry, something truly bizarre just happened and I need help. I didn't know where else to go. So you're just hanging out here with your large adult friend? No, this is my buddy Rollo. This is your missing friend? One and the same. He seems a little old.
I'll have you know, this is a recent development.
What the heck does that mean?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're the one who just showed up out of nowhere. So we'll be asking the questions here.
That's fair. How did you find us? Your silly little treehouse?
I think you mean our silly little mission control.
I hate to break it to you, but your secret path isn't so secret. And I could hear your racket from a mile away.
See, Luca, this is why we need to improve security around here.
Not now, Rollo. Beck, you said something bizarre happened? Yeah, but
She shot a nervous glance at Rollo.
anything you can say around me, you can say around Rollo. This has been a weird day around, hasn't it? Yep.
Beck's eyes narrowed.
Okay, so it all started when I made it back home. My first order of business was to try salvage my hair. So I dyed it with some stuff from the chemistry set my mom gave me. Okay. Just need to play it cool and hope no one notices. Notices what? Oh, nothing. I was just... Come over here and let me have a look. Oh, honey, what in the world did you do to your hair? I just kind of felt like a change. This is gonna take forever to grow out. You're the one who said that change was a good thing, right? I was talking about your mother's new job. I was talking about us moving. Well, I guess I just took your lesson to heart.
Ilona tried to put on a smile.
Before I forget, I came up here to tell you that Nellie had to go into work. Tonight, her and Mr. Kerr decided it would be good for her to get some things done before tomorrow. That Kerr guy seems like a grade A creep. Beck. He is, him and his weird cult of personality. You are not going to ruin this job for Nellie. It means too much to her. Oh, I know exactly how much it means to her. It means enough for her to exile her daughter to this podunk town. This place sucks. The people are weird. You just don't know them yet. It's always cold. We're in the mountains. You'll get used to it. I can't even pick up a single decent station on the radio. It's all banjo music and farm reports. You know, I grew up in a town not that different from this one. Is that why you're better at talking to plants than people? Okay, so here's what you're gonna do. First of all, you're grounded. What? In the morning, I'll have Nellie come and see what we can do about fixing your hair. You need to look presentable for the festival. But not another peep.
She sighed, and after a moment, looked down at Beck sympathetically.
I know moving is hard, honey. But that doesn't mean you have to make yourself miserable all the time. Other people seem to have that covered for me. Oh, and if you decide to rebel by dyeing your hair more,
She flashed a sly grin and tousled Beck's hair.
I'll just shave it off for you. Think of how rebellious you'll look then. Very funny. Thank you. Good night, sweetie. Good night, Mom. Wait. First of all, this town does not suck. Second, you need help because you got grounded. No. I'm sorry you got in trouble. It's my fault your hair got screwed up in the first place. Don't worry about it. I actually kind of like this look. Great. Can we get back to the story now? This next part is a bit important. I have this radio I upgraded with my mom, and I was too angry to sleep. So I tried to dial into something worth listening to. Mr. Kerr, are you there? Mr. Kerr? Yes, I'm busy. What is it? Apologies, I have the founder on the line. Patch him in through immediately. One moment. Hello, sir. It's nice to hear from you. Skip the pleasantries. What's your report on our new lead researcher of deep engineering? Nellie Modwell seems to be integrating nicely. At this very moment, she's working to help us meet our deadline. She offered to work overtime before I even had the chance to suggest it. Excellent. And you have faith that she's capable of finishing the work left by her predecessor? Her work must be complete before the festival. I'll make sure she stays day and night until it's accomplished. Good, you know how I feel about loose ends. Yes, sir. Once she's finished the work, we need to make a determination regarding her. Long-term prospects in the company. Immediately, sir? I usually have more time to fully bring people into the fold. We are in the endgame, Bill. After your failures with Dr. Prescott, I can't afford to take any risks. Of course, sir. No loose ends, sir. When she finishes the work, she will either leave the office completely committed to perennial harvest, or she won't leave at all. Perfect. Sir, if I might suggest, maybe we should delay, just for a bit. Oh? It's just, we seem to be rushing to hit this festival deadline. And rushing into things has caused some issues in the past. I see. Please understand that I just want what's best for you. I'm eternally grateful for all that you've done for me. Bill, I'll make this very clear for you. I brought you into this to make things run smoothly. Not to have opinions. Of course, sir. Chin up, Bill. You're only a few days away from having everything you ever dreamed of. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Wow. Yeah. Just so we're clear, when they said loose ends, they were talking about murder, right? Like actually killing someone? Capital murder?
Luca gave Rollo a quick elbow to the ribs.
Who is this founder? I was hoping you guys would know. No, as far as we know, Kerr is the top banana at Perennial Harvest. He sounded scared of this founder guy. So we have an even topper banana in the field. What the hell is my mom caught up in? Has she talked much about the job? Not really. She said she was going to come in and continue the work of someone she respected. Luca, do you think that body at the warehouse was the person Beck's mom came to replace? That would make sense. Beck, it seems like Nellie's predecessor got, loose-ended. I'm getting that impression. Okay, so we need to get your mom out of there before the festival happens. It's 2 days away. Won't she just come home after work? The creep on the radio said they were going to hold her there until then. So if she's not coming out, we're going to go in and get her.
Beck flicked a large sheet of paper out of her pocket and slammed it on the floor.
Maybe this'll help. You have blueprints? Well, it's really just a welcome map from my mom's PH orientation day. But it shows the layout. Sure looks like blueprints to me. Look, here's the reception area. There's a big room marked Founder's Office. It even has the exits marked. Guys! We have a deadline. We have an objective. We have blueprints. You realize what this is, right?
Rollo started to wiggle with excitement.
I think we're heisting. This is officially a heist.
Chapter 6.
All right.
The Heist. They spent the night's end huddled around that small map, formulating a plan to infiltrate the headquarters of Perennial Harvest. It would be no small feat. A modern facility equipped with all manner of technology, not to mention the swarm of clipboards that would most certainly be scattered throughout. By the time the sun began to peek through the car window used as a makeshift balcony door, all were in agreement. This could just work. The final day before the festival would be used to prepare. They'd need to pool every resource at their disposal, pull every favor with a thread. Even enlist some unsavory characters around town with important tasks only they were suited for. Luckily, there was enough ill will and mistrust toward Perennial Harvest that alliances could be found at a bargain. Luca, Beck, and Rollo rubbed their eyes as they exited the treehouse. They hadn't slept at all that night. The festival was to begin in 1 day, and they each had their assignments.
All right, quick recap. Rollo, you're going to talk to Roxy. Cordially. Without her in fits, this whole thing could go bust. Me? Cordial is my middle name. Uh-huh. And how do you plan to explain your new...
He moved vaguely at Rollo's sizable figure.
circumstance? Bah, she'll be so happy I'm alive she won't even notice.
Beck snorted an involuntary giggle.
And Beck, you're sure Alona won't just shoot this whole thing down when she hears it? She'll listen. When she understands the danger Nellie is in, the danger we're all in, the plan will make sense. Okay, that leaves me with Jeff, then Iggy. How are you gonna persuade them? I'll think of something.
They each looked at each other with sleepy confidence and nodded.
Well, Godspeed. Enlist the help of Jeff. Enlist the help of Iggy and Tish. I've got a job to do. Ah, look cool. Where can I find Iggy and Tish and Jeff? If I were an Iggy, Tish, and Jeff, where would I be? There's Jeff.
Hey, Jeff. What can I do for ya?
Well, I know how much you hate Perennial Harvest.
Hate's a strong word.
Oh, sorry, I
didn't say it was the wrong word.
Gotcha. So, we're gonna break into their headquarters, and I thought you might be able to help.
Jeff wheezed out a long snicker.
Hey! You see, I knew you kids were all right.
Great, so you'll help?
The joy in Jeff's face drained instantly.
Not a chance.
But
Give me one good reason I should risk my hide aiding and abetting you rascals.
Looking into the sullen eyes of his would-be accomplice, Luca blurted out the first word that came to mind.
Junk.
Junk! Yeah, what of it? Sonny, I got more junk than a king has copper. Ain't interested.
Luca wasn't ready to give up so easily. He shouted out again.
Hide!
Jeff's brow perked up.
What'd you say? Go ahead and hide then.
Sensing some traction, Luca carried on with vigor.
Let a bunch of kids do what needs to be done. We're not afraid.
Jeff's scowl faded with a sigh.
Say what you will about old Jeff, and they all do. But you'll never hear him say I hid from nothing.
One good stomp of the foot was all Jeff needed to drive his point home.
What was it you kids needed?
Some sort of disguise.
I've got just the thing.
And while we're at it, that crate should come in handy.
This ain't gonna be free, you know. I'm thinking 5 bags of sour gob should cover it.
Put it on my tab.
Luca offered out his open hand to seal the deal. With a firm and dusty grip, Jeff reciprocated.
Done. Swing by first thing in the morning.
Hey, we got Jeff's help. Okay, they're not in here. Now we just gotta find Iggy and Tish. There they are.
Hey, Tish, look who it is. Luca, are you here to try to tickle us to death again?
Look, just hear me out.
Iggy raised an eyebrow suspiciously.
We're listening.
Iggy, I know we've both been giant bags of malice to each other.
Malice? Wow, Tish, smart guy here, with his smart guy words thinking he's impressing us. Scram, we ain't interested.
Shit. Okay, fine. I'll use the word shit.
Luca knew they'd need Iggy and Tish to pull this off. He tried again.
Iggy, I know we've both been giant bags of shit to each other.
He gave a reluctant shrug.
You're not wrong.
But lately, life's been kinda strange, you know?
Iggy considered the point.
Things have been weird around here.
So I'm offering a truce and asking for your help. What do you say we break our hostilities, at least for now?
We do like breaking things. Even a truce means less breaking. Even if a truce means less breaking things.
What if I told you there was a way to have a truce and break stuff?
Go on.
I need you to cause a distraction so I can sneak into Perennial Harvest HQ.
A wild-eyed grin spread across Iggy's face.
My, Luca Van Horn, I'm impressed.
And after all this is all done, maybe you and Tish can come hang out at the treehouse sometime?
Iggy glanced over to Tish, who nodded in agreement.
Fine. But not because we want to see your crappy treehouse. We just want to cause chaos.
With a quick nod, Luca was off.
Haha!
I did it. Did you hear that, Tish?
Iggy gazed up at Tish with a smile.
He invited us to hang out at that treehouse.
A single tear ran down Tish's cheek.
I never expected this day to come. How wonderful. Ha! She can actually talk.
Chapter 7. Into the Hive. A good heist requires preparation. And thorough preparation takes time, something they had precious little of. So far, everything was in order. Jeff, Iggy, and Tish all agreed to do their part. Beck radioed Luca that night with a simple and covert message. We are locked and loaded on my end. And Rollo, after a lengthy confession, managed to persuade Roxy and Fitz to help. He stowed away in mission control for the night to avoid attracting attention. Rollo, being uniquely suited for the role, would be the first to breach Perennial Harvest. The outfit provided by Jeff wasn't perfect, but a convincing disguise is 10% wardrobe, 90% confidence. Rollo took a few vigorous breaths and shook out his arms.
Just stay calm, Rollo. You can do this. Got your delivery here. A delivery? I don't have anything in my notes about a delivery. One moment.
I'm so sorry, but there's no delivery scheduled for this morning. Right.
He had to think quick.
That's because this goes directly to the founder. He asked that it be kept secret.
Rollo sighed, adjusting his tool belt.
You know how the founder can be. I suppose we can leave this one off the records. Our harvest awaits and such.
With a stroke of his mustache, Rollo proceeded into the perennial harvest headquarters.
Our harvest awaits. Package here for the founder. Oh, I didn't hear anything about. Yeah, this is a need-to-know kind of thing. I'll just check.
He stammered and flipped through the pages of his clipboard.
This goes directly to the founder. I don't have time to fill you in. Oh, I see. If you could just complete this form.
Rollo interrupted with urgency in his voice.
Every time with the forms. Look, if you want to explain to the founder why I'm late, well, it's your funeral. I'm sorry. What did you say your name was again?
Rollo panicked.
Our harvest awaits. Sir? That's a restricted area. Excuse me, sir. Our harvest awaits.
Ready to light the candle, Tish?
Yep.
Suck on this, perennial ham fist. What was that?
The distraction was enough for Rollo to regain his confidence.
Just open the damn door. I've got a job to do.
The clipboard fumbled around in a frenzy.
I should check on that noise. Oh, come on! Just buzz me in already. Okay. Phew. That was close. Our harvest awaits. Hey, I figure, when in doubt, stick with the classics. Well, that was a close one. But you pulled it off. Nice work, Rollo. Alright, everyone knows what to do? Yep, deep engineering is to the north. I'll go with Beck, in case you need some muscle. I'll head to the east to the founder's office. You two be safe. To the east? That's odd. There's not even any water cups. Solomon?
Solomon stopped in his tracks.
Luca? What are you doing here? It's a long story. Are you okay?
A veneer of confusion flashed across Solomon's face. His words rushed out dramatically.
No, I am most certainly not okay. Some strange people grabbed me and... Were they in hazmat suits? Yes, how did you know? They brought me here and locked me up, and when they were distracted, I ran. Dang, okay, you should stick with me. We've got a plan.
Solomon's facade briefly faltered.
We? Yeah, Rollo and Beck are heading to deep engineering. Thank heavens you found me. We've got to get out of here. We can't just leave yet, but they'll catch us again. I've got to do something first. When you were running, did you happen to see a door marked Founder? Founder? Why are you looking for him? I'm not. I just need to get into that office. Now that you mention it, I do think I saw a door that said Founder. It was just down this way.
Luca happened to notice a plaque above the door.
Office of the Founder. Knocking comes with consequence. Oh, here it is. So it is. I'm pretty lucky that I ran into you, or else I might have missed it. Truly fortunate.
Luca tried the handle.
Locked.
Solomon leaned forward to examine the mechanism.
Regrettably, it seems to be some sort of electric lock. I don't see how we could possibly defeat a lock like that.
Luca smiled and looked at his watch.
Let's just wait a minute. I don't know what sort of funny business you're up to, but I like it.
She mimed a quick hat tip and ambled off with a whistle.
Howdy. Good afternoon.
The light on the keypad changed from red to green.
How did you do that? It's good to have friends. Quick, let's get inside before someone spots us. Luca, you fool, you're with the founder right now.
Luca switched on his walkie-talkie.
Rolo, I'm in. As expected, there's a control panel. Great timing. We're stuck at a locked door marked 24601. Need you to get us through. What if someone catches us? We should get out of here. I'm not leaving my friends, Solomon.
On the computer screen, a green cursor blinked in a password field.
Surely you don't have any way to get around the password.
Luca pecked out his best guess. Underground secrets. The screen blinked to life. Columns of green numbers glowed on a black background.
I'm pretty sure we don't know that password in this in this one. Oh my god, do you see that in the background? That's a picture of him with his kids and he's like thrown darts at his son. What the fuck? This guy's a bad dad. How did you guess that? Oh, it's this absurd password Rolo heard when he was down here before. It's funny how someone arrogant enough to call themselves the founder uses such a basic password. Or they were thinking several moves ahead, not expecting anyone to guess something so simple. These villain types are always ending up outsmarting themselves.
Solomon's jaw clenched into a half smile.
Your powers of deduction are impressive as your luck.
Luca quickly scanned the columns for number 24601.
Rolo, I think this should do it. Bingo, bingo, doors open. Luca, you never fail to impress. What is that slippery lout even doing down here? We have a friend whose mom is in trouble. We're here to get her out. I see. Okay, Luca, I think we're close. The next door is marked 13806.
Once again, Luca scrutinized the numbers on the screen. In that moment of distraction, Solomon reached forward and pressed a large red button.
Maybe this one opens the lock. Crap, we've got company. Luca, must go faster. One sec, I can't think with all this noise.
He quickly skimmed the screen with his finger.
Here it is, 13806. Go, go, go. Curse these fumbling hands. My apologies, Luca. Don't beat yourself up. I know you're just trying to help. Oh man, no water cups. Rolo. Rolo, are you okay? Rolo, come in.
Mr. Kerr approached with a sneer and spoke into his walkie-talkie.
You can turn off the alarms. They're trapped.
With self-satisfaction, he called into the hallway.
That, my dears, is a dead end. Nowhere to run. Rolo, where are you? Are you okay? Yeah, I think we lost him. Making our way back to Nellie's office. Okay, you two rabble-rousers are coming with us. Nope. Make a break for it. Did that little shit just kick me? Don't just stand there, after them. Okay, I think that worked. Roxy and Fitz have them on a wild goose chase. I'm having trouble following what just happened. Like I said, it's good to have friends. Rolo, how long do you think Roxy can distract them? How long can Roxy keep someone so pissed off they can't see straight? Let's just say we've got time. Entering Nellie's office now. Mom! Oh, honey, what did you do to your hair? I thought you'd be happy I finally used my young chemist's lab kit. You sure have a knack for making me incredibly proud in the most frustrating ways. We need to get you out of here. We? Who's your adult friend? Oh, I'm not an adult. Ever heard of a growth spurt? I had more of a growth spew. No, that's not possible.
Nellie leaned over to examine his teeth.
Substantial banding on the enamel of the molars, consistent with Tempest liquamine exposure. Is that what you call the gunk they forced me to drink? You drank it? Oh no. They told me it was only being tested on plants. Oh, Beck, sweetie, I promise I didn't know. Mom, what the hell is going on at this place? I was brought here to work on the discovery of a lifetime. A novel chemical compound was discovered under Beacon Pines in a wellspring they called the Source. They named it Tempest liquamine. It pulls energy from its surroundings in order to fundamentally alter matter's relationship to time. It was the secret to Valentine's fertilizer. They harvested the source, infusing small amounts of Tempest liquamine into the product. It worked wonders, drastically accelerating plant growth. Crops would be ready to harvest in a fraction of the time. But it led to complications. The foul harvest. Perennial Harvest came in to clean up the mess, to succeed where Valentine failed. But Tempest liquamine is rebellious. Rebellious? You can think of it as a manifestation of change itself. It's volatile by its very nature. So the more you try to force it to do a specific thing, the more it resists, yes. I can relate to that. My role was to finish the work of my predecessor, Dr. Prescott. Harnessing Tempest liquamine to reliably manipulate an organism's age. Just imagine how many people we could feed. Mr. Kerr was very insistent that we achieve a successful result before today's festival. But you didn't, right?
Nellie sighed.
You know how much I love a good puzzle. I poured myself into the problem. It wasn't long until I discovered oddities in Dr. Prescott's notes. Oddities? They contained obvious errors, mistakes that someone of his reputation would never make. So I fixed them, and now I get to replace my entire wardrobe. I really am truly sorry. Meh, those clothes were all hand-me-downs anyway. It sounds like Dr. Prescott figured it out, got cold feet, and intentionally sabotaged his own work. I had considered that possibility. I've sent a letter asking him to clarify his thinking. Mom, Dr. Prescott is dead. Kerr had him killed. What? I overheard them talking about it on the radio. It's why we got to get you out of here. Like now. Wait, the vial! I finally solved the chemical equation allowing direct control of aging. Mr. Kerr picked it up just before you came. All the more reason we gotta hightail it. Luca, we've got Dr. Modewell heading your way now. Roger that, be careful. Alright, everything's on track. And what is your plan for escape? We'll go over everything when we get there. In the meantime, maybe you can dig up some more info. It looks like the founder was helping Kerr plan the festival. Why would such a secretive leader be obsessed with a party? Only time will tell.
Luca held his hand up to the ashtray.
Still warm. He must have been in here recently. Malice 80 proof whiskey. A hard drink for a hard man. Wow, even his alcohol is arrogant.
Solomon muttered inaudibly.
I should just smother you right now. What was that? I said I shouldn't bother you right now. Don't be silly, you're no bother at all. Let's see what else this bad boy has on it. Security system, time card logs, payroll. You know, for being so evil, this guy sure is boring.
Solomon once again muttered under his breath.
Just you wait. Huh? Oh, nothing.
Luca tugged on each of the cabinets.
Dang, this must be the good stuff. They're all locked. Perhaps he's not as careless as you suspected. I'm really sorry you got dragged into this mess, Solomon. You needn't worry about me. Well, I feel bad either way. We're gonna get you out of this, I promise.
With a subtle, quivering lip, a smile crawled across Solomon's face. They heard the trampling of frantic footsteps from the hallway.
Lock it, lock it, lock it! Locked! That was close. When we left Nellie's office, it was swarming with clipboards. We barely got away. Did they follow you? Hello. Before we started tossing blame around, it is possible someone ordered a pizza. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Hello, Eugene. How are you? I'm gonna take your entrance as a quick drink break. Each my cook. I don't have any cookies. Where are these cookies you speak of? What? Where are you going? Fine. I'm getting back to I'm getting back to the game. Hello, hello, hello. Definitely not a pizza. What now? Don't look at me. I'm officially retiring from the heisting business. We're so sorry for the inconvenience. How to goob? I am doing goob. Very goob. Very tired. Been busy rebuilding my quote-unquote office space. We just have a few quick questions. Just let me think. Can someone watch the door? Of course. Don't trust him. Everyone else huddle up. Oops. I think this little caper has gone on long enough. Solomon, no! Hush now, child. The adults are speaking. Dr. Modwell, a brief reintroduction is in order. We've never met in person, but we have corresponded. You see, it was I who hired you. Solomon, the pathetic orphan child. The powerful and enigmatic founder. Sharper, the fallen progenitor who created this town. Perennial harvest, Valentine fertilizer, all connected by a single thread. Yours truly. But that's...
Her eyes searched the floor in thought. Solomon watched eagerly, waiting for the flicker of epiphany. With a sickened look, she peered into his soul.
Yes, now you've got it. If you had antlers, you'd sharpen them to stab you. Same. Tempest Liquamine, you discovered how to reverse the process?
Solomon clapped with genuine delight.
Very good, Dr. Modwell, very good. Though the discovery wasn't intentional.
Solomon glanced down, examining his youthful form.
And the effects went a little too far for my tastes. That's why you needed me to finish Dr. Prescott's work, which you did admirably. Mr. Kerr, the vial, please.
Kerr presented it with a theatrical twirl of the hand.
May I present to you the eighth wonder of the...
Before he could finish, Rollo snatched the vial from Kerr's palm.
Wow, this stuff sounds pretty valuable. Be careful, you fool! You have no idea what you have in your hand. Actually, we do. You just did a whole evil villain monologue-y thing.
Rollo casually tossed the vial to Luca.
Gosh, maybe I'll have a taste.
Luca jiggled the vial mockingly.
Seize him! Luca! Over here! Move another inch and I smash it.
She held it tightly behind her back. Solomon sighed, speaking in crisp, measured syllables.
You have no plan. I'll smash it, I swear. Fine, risk killing us all. Or, if you're lucky, nothing happens. Then what? We capture you and grant you much less leniency.
He pursed his lips with feigned sincerity.
But I give you my word, if you hand it over now, none of you will be harmed.
A deep uncertainty washed over Beck.
You're a smart girl, Beck. But there's no shame in being outwitted by someone smarter than you. We both know there's only one way this ends.
She looked to Nellie shakily. With a dispirited nod, Nellie sighed in defeat. Beck slowly approached Solomon.
That's a good girl.
Beck, don't do it! We can't trust that jerk. I'm sorry, he's right.
With apprehension, Beck conceded.
What?
Solomon pocketed the vial and brushed off his shoulder with a sharp flick.
Bruh! Mr. Kerr, you've allowed yourself to be humiliated by a group of children. Report to my office tomorrow for a performance review.
The blood drained from Kerr's face.
Of course, sir. But first, you have a speech to make. Trot out there and give me the introduction I deserve. And don't forget to smile. Yes, sir. And to think, all of this is thanks to the efforts of Mr. Van Horn. I don't understand. How is this all because of me? Huh, I said Mr. Van Horn, silly child. Dr. Walt Van Horn. Your father was always a thorn in my side. I offered him an opportunity to be a part of something great. But the fool was blinded by righteousness. He even broke into my laboratory in an attempt to sabotage my work.
Solomon shook his head with gratification.
But the universe has a funny way of correcting course. By meddling with a force he didn't understand, Walt showed me its true potential. As fate would have it, Luca, your father's dying act was to grant me eternal life.
A muffled applause resonated faintly through the walls.
Well, that's my cue. After the festivities and my subsequent ascension, I will return to deal with you all. Hello, Uni! We are getting into some tense plot lines for this game. For those just tuning in, we just discovered that this little puppy dog here, Solomon, is actually the founder of Beacon Pines. How did he do that? He used, I forget what the chemical was called. He used a chemical underground to grant him eternal life. He just drinks it, he turns young again. He drinks it again, he turns old again. Rinse and repeat. Live forever. Oh my god, he's been the bad guy the entire time. It's crazy. There's been so many plot twists this entire playthrough you would not believe. Until then, I suggest you use this time to reflect on the magnitude of your failure. You three keep post outside the door. Oh no, we're stuck. Well, crap. I can't believe Beck sold us out like that. I'm not sure she had any other choice. So what now? What's the plan? I don't have one. Of course you do. You always have a plan. Rolo, you just need some time. Rolo, it's over. We lost.
Nellie was staring at the floor, deep in thought.
Sorry, Luca. Give me a minute to calm my mind. I'm gonna... Oh, God. Excuse me. I hope that wasn't too loud in your ears. That snuck up on me. Is there anything else I can look at in here? Let me through. Nothing? Okay, let's go talk to Beck. Beck, why'd you do it? Why'd you sell us out? Hey. I'm sorry, Luca. I did what I had to do. I know, it's just, we were so close. I've got a feeling that eventually Solomon will gets what's coming to him. Time wounds all heals. What? Well, time seems like less of an issue for him now. Luca, there's something you should know. After Mr. Kerr locked me in that office, I had nothing but time and curiosity. I poked around a bit, hoping to find a means of escape, but I found something else. A note, hidden in a false drawer. What sort of note? Dr. Prescott must have sensed his time at Perennial Harvest was growing short. So he left behind a letter with the hope it would be found by his successor. It was a confession of sorts. He left it for me, but its contents... Luca, I think they were meant for you. Why? What did it say? It was about an incident with your mother. Dr. Prescott found her in his lab with a stolen keycard. There was an accident. She'd been exposed to extreme amounts of Tempest liquamine.
The color dropped from Luca's face.
She survived? Dr. Prescott decided to help her recover. He no longer trusted Perennial Harvest, so he kept her whereabouts a secret. Over time, your mother led him to reconsider the purpose of scientific discovery. Science is often at the vanguard of change, but that doesn't mean it's always right. He realized that no one should have control over something as powerful as time itself. I now believe that's why he began to intentionally sabotage his own work. And it cost him his life. That's a reasonable conclusion.
Luca was overwhelmed with emotion.
But if she's alive, where's she been? Where is she now?
A sudden explosion sounded from the hull.
Damn.
Chapter 8. Comeuppance. Ears still ringing, Gran picked herself up off the ground. Through the dust and smoke, she looked over to see Mrs. Fratelli helping Hiram Tolliver to his feet. She'd had to beg, borrow, and steal to acquire those explosives. How many nights had she spent visualizing how she'd use them to make things right? And now, her one shot at destroying the source, that damned hole that swallowed so much of her life, was gone. Traded for this jagged hole-in-a-wall and a foolhardy shot at rescuing Rollo. With Fratelli and Tolliver at her side, she stepped through. It was a strange feeling. The last time she'd stalked this maze of hallways, it was in a different body. They quickly rounded a corner to find a group of clipboards guarding a door. Something worth guarding is probably something worth seeing. She leapt forward, brandishing her cane. If her last chance at vengeance for things lost was truly gone, she would just have to fight to keep what she still had.
Go, Grandma! Mom? Hell yeah! Gran, what are you doing here? Oh! We're gonna have an ad in a couple minutes, so whenever it starts, I'll take a pause.
Luca, what are you doing here? We're here to save Nellie. We're here to save Rollo.
Hey, Mrs. Luca's Gran. That's awful nice of you, but I'm fine.
Oh no, what did they...
Gran, there's no time to explain. We have to go now. Come on, everyone. We've got a party to crash.
They made their way out from deep within Perennial Harvest, just as Solomon finished up his speech.
Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket.
We've got to stop him!
In one smooth motion, he downed its contents. A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
No! Well, I guess that's it. We lost. I wouldn't be so sure about that.
With a mischievous look, Beck elbowed Luca. Remember when I had the vial behind my back?
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little... Ooh. We have a few options here. Let's try junk.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little junk.
Can't wait to see the look on his face when he realizes he drank his own cigar ash. How did ashes get into the vial? It was pretty easy to mess with the vial when it was behind my back. Oh, that's sneaky. Well, it's a bad habit anyway. Pa always says bad habits are like 50-yard field goals. Huh? Hard to kick. There's the ad. Okay. Take a break. I'm gonna take a drink break. Drink some water. Ugh.
20 seconds. Let's see. This is such good music, too. Welcome back from the ad break. Let's get back into the story. You can call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
It's making the farty noises again. We killed him! Oh my god! Well, that's one way to kick a bad habit.
As the last of what was once Sharper Valentine wafted into the air, the crowd began to disperse, still numb from what they had just observed. Sharper Valentine was gone for good. His end would be a new beginning for Beacon Pines. A new chance to let go of the things they had lost and grab hold of a new future. The end. Well, I'd be lying if I said that wasn't a bit gratifying. If that feels to you like a good note to end on, I won't stand in your way.
No way. We gotta try something else. Let's try malice this time. Because I feel like change is the correct answer. Because from the very beginning, at like chapter 1, they said, this is a story of change.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little malice.
Malice? The whiskey from his office? Yep, dude had an unfinished glass on his desk. Figured his grow juice could use a little hair of the dog. What? You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
We're gonna hear the farting again. Oh! Now that's what I call 80 poof whiskey. Damn, dude.
The crowd gazed in stunned silence at the now empty stage. Quiet was broken when William Kerr sprinted off stage and into the distance. He was never seen around Beacon Pines or anywhere else for that matter again. Watching the silhouette of Kerr disappear over the horizon, Luca began to laugh. First, a low chuckle that became uncontrolled, heaving laughter. Through his tears, he was vaguely aware that the crowd had begun to laugh with him. The end.
Okay.
That was unexpected.
It was a little unexpected.
Perhaps a bit of an absurd ending for my taste, but who am I to say? I'm only writing the damn thing.
Okay, yeah. Change seems to be the ending, so let's go ahead and do that one.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little change.
Like pocket change?
Your unlucky penny.
Yeah, I plopped it in the vial when no one was looking. What's that going to do? No idea. That's the beauty of science. Now we observe. You can call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
Once more with feeling. Holy crap, he's a baby! Yeah, but he's still Sharper, right? What he was no longer matters. This is an innocent child. Oh, look how cute he is, little baby. I apologize for all the harm my father has caused you.
Eris awkwardly cradled the squirming child. She looked to her brother, her voice shaking with uncertainty.
Augustus, what do we... We do what Valentines always do. What must be done. I'll hurry home and prepare a crib for father, young Sharper. That would be a great help. Thank you.
She looked back down at the infant with equal parts kindness and terror in her eyes. With a shake of her head, Eris addressed the crowd with a stern scowl.
Okay, everyone, the show is over. You may leave now.
Epilogue. Beacon Pines' coldest summer on record came and went without much fanfare. Folks shared what they had, and none were left wanting. The new school year was ushered in by the falling leaves of autumn. After everything Luca, Rollo, and Beck had been through, middle school was bearable. The chill of winter didn't seem to bother people much. They kindled a hope for a better future in their hearts. When spring arrived, farmers planted their crops with a sense of joy and optimism. And as the dawn of the first day of summer came again, its light slowly spread through the shallow valley. It crept over the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, and came to rest on a young boy sleeping at dawn. His mind at peace, knowing he is here for a reason.
Up and at 'em. Put my favorite sweater on.
Rollo, are you up yet? Roger that. It's a beautiful day at Mission Control. You gonna swing by? Be there in a minute.
Over time, Eleanor began moving Walt's old things out of the closet and into storage. Eleanor had moved back into her bedroom, and now that she wasn't sneaking out late, she even slept there most nights.
Mom, I'm ready to go now. You go on without me, I'll meet you there. I've got a batch of jam to finish jarring. It's funny. I only started making jam as a way to send messages without anyone noticing. But now I enjoy it.
Okay, bye, Mom. Not Granny, is Mom. Wait, can we visit Dad? Oh, the fake gravestone. Never mind, Dad's not there. Dad's in the winter. Whee! I hear you and Rollo have big plans for that little treehouse. Yeah, it started getting crowded after we revoked the max capacity 1 Rollo, 1 Luca rule. So we decided to expand. But at least we've got some help with that. How's the internship at Nellie and Ilona's shop going? It's been great. I'm hoping it helps me get into School of Agriculture up at State. Also, Nellie said she'd write a letter of recommendation, which would be huge. I just can't help but worry about leaving Rollo. He's grown up so fast, but he's still my little brother. Yeah, he had a heck of a growth spurt. I don't just mean grown, literally. This morning, he was up and finished his chores before I even had breakfast. Well, some of that might be his excitement about treehouse renovations. Don't tell him this, because it'll go to his head, but I'm really proud of that little punk. I'm sure he feels the same way, but he's just too dang proud to tell you. I know. Hey Gus, how's the tree planting going? Couldn't be better. I'm so grateful Ilona and Nellie for letting me help. I just wasn't built to be a mayor. Too much bureaucracy. Gus, we finished cleaning up the sidewalks. What's next?
When perennial harvest collapsed, most of the clipboards skipped town, but some stuck around and dedicated themselves to making things right.
Anyone with a knack for art can help paint the new offices.
You can count on us. Well, looks like you really found your calling.
I never really felt comfortable telling people what to do. Now this right here, This is something I can be proud of. Before we go to the clubhouse, I want to just walk around and talk to people.
How's the napping this morning?
The most underrated part of a good nap is the view. And the view's getting greener every day.
Nice. I see you decided on a name. Yep, we had to clear out all the old stuff before putting on the final touch. Slow and Dirty Harvest is now official. I like it. It was actually Nellie's idea. There's still a lot of work to do, and the name serves as a reminder. Just because progress is important doesn't mean change should happen fast. In fact, I've learned that the more you care about something, the more important it is to take things slow. Our motto is, go slow and fix things.
Amen to that. Can I go this way?
I'd better not dilly-dally. Gotta get to the treehouse.
Fine.
Luca, get this. I managed to reel in an actual fish this morning. Seriously? Yeah, and honest to goodness, flip-floppin', swim-swammin' fish. I don't think I've ever actually caught a fish here.
Been at least 7 years since I caught one. I'd say it's a good omen.
What'd you do with the fish?
Oh, I released it back into the pond. I'm hoping to catch it again tomorrow.
A little higher. Yep. A little lower. Yep. Little higher. Yep.
I'm telling you, the angle isn't the issue. We need more power to the radio. Luca, there you are. Would you tell him it's not the angle? Hey, I'm not in charge of the antenna redesign. Fine, fine. Iggy, just don't do anything drastic until we get back.
Who, me?
Tish, you're in charge while I'm gone.
Yep.
They'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. If we really want mission control to turn into something bigger and better, we have to loosen our grip a bit. You're right. Lead the way. Check in with Beck at her house. Okay, great. Young Mr. Van Horn.
How's little Solomon, Sharper doing?
Young Sharper seems to enjoy nature more than I. So we do a lot of strolling these days.
Has he,
attempted to crawl out of his crib and plot world domination?
Yeah.
Thankfully, no. I spoke at length with Dr. Modewell, and she feels that Sharper's infant mind was not developed enough to retain his previous memories. For all intents and purposes, the child is unmolded clay.
Let's hope he's a little nicer the second time around.
That is the objective, yes. But really, all I can do is try and hope. 2 activities I am endeavoring to find less distasteful.
Well, I think you're doing a great job. And the whole town is ready to help out whenever we can. I can't wait to teach him how to throw a baseball.
Eris did her best to ignore the tears welling in her eyes.
That would be acceptable.
What's today's news that needs knowing?
I'll give you tomorrow's headline today. Our old friend Patrick C. Montesquieu, aka William Kerr, just performed a stirring rendition of The Iceman Cometh at the State Correctional Facility. I hear there wasn't a dry eye in the house.
Well, I guess he has plenty of time to work on his craft.
He looked to his friend with a thankful smile. After everything that could have gone wrong, everything that did go wrong, we made it. The end.
Closing her eyes, Miss Hatch took a deep, relaxing breath.
Oh, hello, Luca. How are you?
Really good, actually.
That's wonderful. Did I miss anything?
I think you're pretty much up to speed. Hey, Mr. Nuncreed. I'm gonna go see my dad in a bit. Did you want to come with?
Even after everything I did, you'd still...
Mr. Nuncreed shook his head.
You really are your father's son, aren't you? I don't think I'm ready for that yet.
Well, you're always invited. I bet he'd love to hear from you.
I'll visit Walt in my own time. You run along now.
With perennial harvest gone, the transportation tubes were left unused.
Come on, come on. No one is too big, no one is too small for Jeff's wild ride.
Maybe not completely unused.
Just one piece of candy for the ride of your life. Who's next? Me, 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 me. Guess what? Yesterday I saw Dionysus Titius. And that's good? It's great. I haven't spotted one of those in years. At this rate, Beacon Pines is going to become the bug capital of the country. The bugs be appearing again. Look, there's Beck. I have news I think you'll enjoy. This morning, I unpacked my last box. You're officially moved in. It's just a box. Let's not blow this out of proportion. It sounds an awful lot like putting down roots. I guess I decided this place is root-worthy. You're gonna be stuck with me for the foreseeable future. I do have to warn you, most years aren't gonna be as interesting as this one. I think I'll manage. Ready? Before we go, there's a bit of a surprise. My mom's prepared this tree especially for you. They didn't have to do that. It wasn't just them. Just about the whole town pitched in. We all owe you. It should be okay in the cold of Old Beacon Pines, and thrive as things warm up. That's perfect. Let's go take Jeff's wild ride. Ah, you got it. Now that's a good-looking tree. Being a special occasion and whatnot, this ride's on the house. You're gonna want to hang on tight to that little tree.
I think this is it. The end I've been waiting for. Honestly, I'd begun to lose hope of ever finding it. But then you came along. I don't know exactly how to thank you. It's hard to explain how much this means to me. It's funny, now that our time together is finally ending. I'm at a loss for words. Let's just watch the end together.
Done. A good little tree. The best little tree. Thank you, children. This means a lot. Yeah, thanks for everything.
Shucks, I only did what any super awesome best buddy would have done. We should probably give you some time alone now. You good?
Yeah, I am. It's been a wild year. How are you feeling?
Everyone keeps asking me that. I'm fine, really. Pa always says the only thing fitter than a fiddle is a cello. I feel like a dang cello.
Well, if you ever stop feeling like a cello, I'm here for you.
I know, you don't even have to say it.
You two make an awesome pair.
Excuse me? We're a trio now.
Yep. Thanks.
There's just one thing missing now that you're a part of our group.
Missing?
Let me tell you a little story about a man named Hank Atomic.
Oh, God. I won't be long.
We'll be waiting for you back at the phone booth. I found the perfect way to start our summer.
got some good friends. I'm so proud of you. Your father would be so proud. I know. Mom, can I ask you a question? Do you ever dream about Dad? Not a night goes by that I don't. Are you ever afraid that you're going to forget him? Forget what he looked like? Forget his voice? No, because so much of him lives on in you. He loved that old tree, but I know he would have loved this one more. Because his two favorite people planted it. I'll give you two a moment. Hey, Dad. Dr. Modewell says that over the next few years this place should warm up. So you won't have to be so cold for much longer. I think I finally understand why you left that night. There were things you believed in. Big things. Those beliefs were the things that made you you. If you wouldn't have stood up to Sharper, stood up for what you believed in, you wouldn't have been the same person anymore. You had to go. But that didn't mean you loved us any less. I might not visit you as much as I used to. I know you understand. Dang.
That was an amazing game. I cannot believe that I had this game sitting in my Steam library for literally years. Oh my goodness, that was an amazing game. All the plot twists. Oh my god. The grandma actually being his mom. The plot twist of Solomon being the bad guy the entire time. Thank you, Blitz. For those who don't know, Blitz gifted me this game literally years ago, before I even started streaming. And I don't know why I never played it back then, but I am so glad I got to play it now. And I am so glad that you guys got to experience it with me. You sound thoroughly worked over. It is, oh my god. There were so many plot twists, so many moments where I was just like putting the pieces together myself and just like, like, no, this is what's happening. No, this is happening. Oh my god, this is such a good game. Such a good game. And I'm so glad that for the most part I got the like fake endings before I would go to the ones that would like progress the story even more. I should check out like what else this company has made, because if they make any other games like even half as good as this one, I'm hooked. I loved it. It was so good. Ah, we're gonna sit here and bask in in the ending credits. I want to give all these people their what they deserve for helping make this game reality. Or maybe I'll look it up real quick on Steam while it's going through. Let's see. Beacon Pines. So if you would like to play Beacon Pines, it is only $8 on Steam. It's 60% off right now. So $8 right now. Let's see, who made it? Developer is Hiding Spot, publisher is Fellow Traveler. It came out in 2022, so 3 years ago. Do they have any other games? Looks like they have a game that came out in 2015 called Ephemerid, a musical adventure. That looks cute, but I think this was like their Picasso. Not Picasso. This is their what's something Picasso's painted. The game was pretty quirky. It was pretty quirky. What happens now? Oh, open book again? Okay, so like if you got the ending and you wanted to go play through everything. But we got everything. So that is the end of this book adventure. It was so good. It was so good. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out what to play next Saturday now that this one's done. I think this is a good place to end stream for tonight. So I'm gonna send you guys off to somebody who I know is in chat lurking right now. I'm gonna send you off to Velocibunny's stream. You guys know her. She's my bestie. She's just doing some just chatting right now, getting back into the groove of streaming since she's been away for a little bit. I gotta make sure I spell her name right. Hold on. Velocibunny. And yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me on this adventure. It was an amazing one. I think I'm gonna go back and like save the VODs for this and maybe try to edit it down so that I can post it on my YouTube because this is something I want to keep for like forever. I don't want it to go away. But until that happens, I'll see you guys in the next stream, which will be tomorrow with some more Spiritfarer. Until then, have a great whatever time zone you are in. I'm gonna head out now. Good night, guys. Go tell Velocibunny I said hi, you said hi, and that she's doing amazing. Good night.